You're now rocking with the podcast show. That's what you've been waiting on. White boy Eddie and Wings is what you hating on. We ain't none of them guys, we never faking homes. Don't eat pork, so I put the beef bacon on. And our podcast hot like a grill. We all came from nothing, but we known in Brazil. And we talk like homies just kicking it. All our viewers slash our fans, that's who we kicking with. And hell no, we ain't like them other podcasts. They all about the money, call them Comcast. Yeah, job talk slow, but I can rhyme fast. Put on a show, sit back, and let the time pass. The podcast show. What's going on, y'all? We got Wings of Redemption, Sleepy Redemption, White Boy 7th Street, and what the fuck was this? And then you got the pink shirt on.
Oh, no, his beard looking immaculate today, though. Look at that shit.
Eddie the Trump, yeah, your beard, dude.
I did shave. Cool. I shaved my neck hair a little bit. It was getting too ridiculous, but
I mean, you got the whole Bronny dude going.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you going full woodsman? What's going on here?
It started with No Shave November, and then it didn't get cold. Usually, I grow my beard for a tactical advantage in the wintertime, and it never got cold.
You need to cut this, get the Conor McGregor look.
Yeah?
Champion. You look like Ruin as well. Time to ruin shit.
Time to ruin.
Dude, that's the best specialist, and I think the most fun specialist.
I love it. It's good.
I would agree he's the most fun specialist. I don't think he's the best.
For some
flamethrowers, amazing fun.
Firebreak is the best specialist.
Yeah. Firebreak is the most OP one, and I don't know why that's not a kill. Why aren't whatever. They're specialists. It's in the game. It ain't gonna change. I don't like specialists in the game, to be honest.
I don't either. And I feel like the pacifier should be like a 2-hit marker kill instead of 1, but, it's what it is.
Do you think Flak Jacket should counter flames
no,
like it did in Black Ops 1?
Flak Jacket counters too much shit already.
But there was a counter to fire before.
Flak Jacket counters almost every kill streak. It counters explosives and also counters like shot grenades.
No, that's not true. TAC-MAS does.
TAC-MAS.
I understand TAC-MAS does, but Flak Jacket, I don't know. It seems like when I'm wearing it, shot grenades last less than a second.
Flak Jacket, I just thought it countered explosions and that's it.
Yeah, but like all kill streaks are considered explosions or weapons.
I think the kill streaks aren't strong enough anyway. We've said that before. I mean,
the
reason why we're talking about this is because there's been another new patch out. So I know that loads of the viewers will want us to talk about it. Or, whatever we do now, whether we talk about COD or we don't, people will complain either way, so it doesn't really matter.
This is a big patch, though, and it's very important.
It's a big patch.
Hold on, for the next 5 seconds, right, we're going to have a segment for the people who don't want us to talk about anything. All right, we're starting now. Okay, now they're satisfied. The guys who don't want us to talk about politics, cops, video games, they don't want us to talk about anything. They're satisfied. All right.
That was also for Jose Aldo.
You can also put that on a 10-hour loop if you would like to.
Yeah, feel free to listen back to just that part of the show.
You can download it on iTunes too, the 10-hour version.
Dude, I'm so salty, man. I grinded the M8 out to gold, and they've made it a pile of dog shit. I don't get it.
It's still a good gun, Eddie. It's
not. I two-bursted someone in the chest at close range, and they fucking walked away from it. It's terrible.
It probably was mental, Eddie. You probably just didn't give it a.
No,
it's not as good as it was, but it's still a good. It's like the XR2. Like they dog shit that gun the entire game. It's still my go-to gun, though.
Yo, they made you slower? I just read it. I didn't play or anything.
XR2 they made
XR2
they made you slower, yeah.
It still is powerful though.
It's still a good ass gun, and people are like, "Oh, it's inconsistent. It's inconsistent." Well, I don't use guns because consistency. I shoot people till the numbers pop up. I don't really give a fuck how many times I got to shoot them.
This is the thing for me is that I can't. There are already a limited number of guns in this game that I want to use that I think are cool, and they buffed one category which I play a lot, which is the SMGs. We'll get to that. But in the AR category, there's not really much I want to use. the KN is boring. The ICR is boring. The HVK is boring. The Man O' War is just, it's not a Russia's gun. The XR2 or whatever it is not that great. The M8 they've now made shit. So I'm like, well, assault rifles, I don't want to fucking use them now.
What
Boring.
about shotguns?
Dude, the KN's your gun to go to, Eddie.
I had the M8 gold. It's the only one that I have gold.
I mean, the KN-44 or the ARC 7. I don't know why they changed the name of it.
Yeah, right.
It is they have made it the SMG assault rifle. Like it has, for example, range fall off. For example, on all the other assault rifles it happens at 60 yards. I think they just recently patched it, so it's now 50 yards. Well, the KN-44, its range fall off is 23 yards on the silencer.
Wow.
So it is really good with the silencer. You know.
Yeah, I've heard it's good with the silencer. I mean, I've used it a little bit.
And they also reduced the recoil on it and everything.
They buffed the silencer, period, though, right?
They buffed the
I
silencer.
think that's good though. I think that's good though.
I might have said it wrong. I probably said it horribly wrong. But like all the assault rifles got like a 10% buff. Like they got 10% more yardage, whereas over here the KN got a 44%.
Well, it already had. Long barrel was useless on the KN. It already, like, unsilenced, it's got like the longest, like it keeps its damage to the longest range, like it's really far. So that would follow with the suppressor as well. It's probably just done in scale. I mean, here's my point that I wanted to make is like if they keep doing these patches where it's meta changing. It's really meta changing. The M8, if I really wanted to win, and the team wasn't zoning well enough, I would just take the M8 and win the game. But now I don't feel like I can do that. Now I feel like I feel more locked into one style of play than I did before, and that's irritating because there already aren't that many guns that I think are cool, right? But one category that I do like playing and my absolute go-to gun in this game since the beginning has been the Cuda. I've always preferred the Cuda over the VMP, even before it was patched and nerfed. Like the VMP's been nerfed more than any other SMG, I think, aside from the Pharaoh, maybe.
The Vesper needs another nerf.
The Pharaoh got nerfed?
Yeah, the Pharaoh got nerfed like a couple of patches ago. Like it got range nerfs. They got
a rate of fire nerf.
Yeah, it got rate of fire nerf.
Wow,
so,
how many patches was it? I don't even remember.
I think we've had 3.
Yeah,
we've had 3 major changes.
They do hot fixes and then they drop a patch that encompasses everything.
Yeah.
Why do they change it so much? Are they just trying to get everyone down to 1 KD?
They're trying to balance it. No, they're trying to balance it for Christmas.
Okay.
Did they do anything with matchmaking?
I don't know. The reason the metric that David Vonderhaar uses to balance weapons is fucking stupid to begin with. What they do is they look at spreadsheets of global of everybody's KD, well, gun wise, like how people use these KDs, and like say for example the Cuda. The reason the Cuda got buffed is not because it needed a buff. It's because it's the starter gun and all the bad players use it as well as the good players, and its KD was going down past 1 KD. They try to keep all guns around 1 KD. So if the gun is doing very poorly in the hands of bad players, they'll kick it up so they can go gravitate back towards the medium, the Mason-Dixon line of 1.
I agree with Wings here.
That does sound...
I have a big problem with how David Vonderhaar runs business because he doesn't play with the guns. He doesn't feel them out. He looks at the spreadsheet like Wings says, and he patches, like some of these patches get thrown off by the numbers because good players use certain weapons that bad players don't use, and since the good players are using them, their KD's got to be even better, especially with bad guns.
Like the M8, for example. The only people using the M8 are people that are prestige or people that brung it with them that really like it.
I did. I brought it with me in first prestige. I bought the M8 just because there's two kind of things I find satisfying in COD. There's the submachine gun, I'm going to outgun you. And then there's the I'm going to control this map and play a bit more zonally with precision. Now, I think that the Shiva is more in need of a nerf than the M8 ever was. I think the Shiva is... a lot of people know it's pretty good, but a lot of people aren't good enough to use it and not die a lot. Like the Shiva is fucking amazing.
The Shiva is not amazing. The Shiva was amazing.
I run when I hear that gun. I run
the
when
Shiva
I hear that.
The Shiva was amazing. It sucks now.
The Shiva's that one-shot weapon.
Yeah.
I run when I hear that in the Grogan. I run from those.
Oh, I run from the Gorgon. I run from the Gorgon. If I hear that, both of those. That thump, I'm like, I'm not going over there.
Yeah.
I thought they were good. I thought they, remarkably un-Treyarch, like when the game first came out and when they were talking about it with the press and YouTubers, they were saying that what they wanted to do is they wanted to make everything overpowered and feel great to use. And now I don't think that's true anymore. I don't think everything feels great to use. I think everything feels a little bit anemic. Tell me,
not really good though.
The ICR is not a good gun. The ICR is not a good gun.
The ICR is my number one gun.
Wow, the ICR is a very good gun.
It's not a good gun.
It's a good gun.
It is.
It isn't. It's got the smallest effectiveness. Like, it's not good up close. It's not particularly good at range because there's other guns that are better.
You got to put rapid fire on them.
Yeah, maybe I would, but it takes so long to fucking grind all the fucking attachments out. Like, I've got
my max. I've had my max since first prestige, but like rapid fire, and especially now since you don't even need grip on the shit. It has ACR like recoil. ACR 102.
It always had low recoil.
It has zero now. Zero.
Yeah. I just think of it like, what's the one from Black Ops 2? The M something, not the M16, the M27. Feels like an M27 to me, and I always thought that gun was just a little bit anemic. Like,
it's not the best gun, but it's not underpowered if you use it properly.
I think it's very good.
I just don't think it's very good.
It takes.
I don't know. Maybe it's just.
But you don't have to control recoil.
I like the M27 because I could use it with stock and have it almost like a SMG and be very versatile and running around. And
you get overpowered against an SMG.
But you do that with the ICR and it doesn't compare, I would say.
The HVK is the M27.
Isn't the ICR's like really accurate, slower rate of fire than the HVK?
The ICR is more like the ACR for Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't find the assault rifles very satisfying. I've got to be honest. Like, this patch to me is like, I use submachine guns a lot. They got a lot of them got buffs, and the CUDA
Weevil's amazing now.
I
don't think the ICR shoots fast enough to be the ACR.
Yeah, but rapid fire shoots faster than the ACR.
A huge buff to the Dingo. It fell off. In the beta was really good. And one thing, to Eddie's point, he said earlier, I felt like in the beginning of Black Ops 3 beta, like the Shiva was really good, and there was guns that were really unorthodox that would never work in Call of Duty history, like the M14. It was not a gun that was competitive before, but now in the beta, the Shiva was kind of competitive, and like guns like that and the Gorgon, I feel like fell off really hard with these last few patches.
I don't think Treyarch
Gorgon fell off?
A little bit. It's not as prevalent as it once was.
I'm surprised they didn't.
I don't see it anywhere near as much as I used to.
It's because it runs out of ammo instantly and has a long reload. Yeah. Like it had 50 bullets, they knocked it down to 40, and they also I think they cut its raise time in half. Like, it's forever, even with quick draw, to pick that gun up.
Good.
Yeah. I just like how I like guns to feel is like, I've said this before, but I think you're gonna all cringe, all right, and everyone watching this is gonna cringe. But I think Modern Warfare 3, for all the guns in every category, they were balanced within category, yet all felt different, and they were all satisfying to use, and they were all overpowered. There's not really a submachine gun that isn't overpowered in Modern Warfare 3. All right, you can say the M16 was shit. You can say, like, until it got buffed. You can say the Type 95 was too much. Yeah, that was shit, but that got a buff. Like, but there's so many guns in that game that I'm like, all these guns feel amazing and different. And
that's because the hit detection was so good.
No, Modern Warfare 3, that shit sucked.
Not at the beginning, it wasn't. It got better. But
Modern Warfare 3's hit detection was better than any Treyarch game's hit detection ever. Any Treyarch.
I'd say it's on a par with Black Ops 3. I think they're about the same.
No, hell no. Hell no. Modern Warfare 3's hit detection.
Black Ops 3 isn't that bad.
Way better than Black Ops 3.
It goes Ghost and then Modern Warfare 2.
Modern
What you
Warfare
guys-
2 is up there.
I
Yeah.
think it's Ghost Modern Warfare 2. I didn't say it's the
Yeah.
best hit detection. In
I would throw in
COD,
World
but
at War and COD 4, and
Dude, they have terrible hit detection. The
The
hit
worst is-
detection.
No.
COD 4's hit
Can we
detection
just
wasn't that good.
Can we just all right then? Let's
No,
let's
no,
have this conversation.
before,
What's the worst? What's the worst? Because
The
for me,
Black
it's
Ops 1 probably.
yeah, it's a
Advanced
tie between Black
Warfare.
Ops 1 and Black Ops 2.
How can you say that? Because Black Ops 1 is the World at War engine.
So
It had terrible hit detection, Jordy.
It's-
I've
you
never
can't
known
say-
host.
You gotta, I'm
I've
just saying,
never
like,
known host advantage like
look
Black
here,
Ops
look
1.
here.
It's
Let
outrageous.
me blow your mind, Eddie.
uh-oh.
World at War, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, and Black Ops 3 all run off the World at War engine.
So
They're just so how can you say World at War doesn't have the worst hit detection and one of the front ones in front of it does?
they
Because
coded
they're
something
using the
different in
same
there.
hitbox scanners.
They did something different.
it has to.
You gotta
evolve.
lead
It has
when the
to
target's
change.
moving. The hitbox is actually like a little
No,
bit. in
no.
front of
Somebody can literally be right there, and you could be shooting. You could shoot 20 shots, and you'll get 3 hit
it.
marks.
I mean, like advanced.
I would love to be able to test this. I would love to be able to go and say, right, we're going to play Black Ops 1, and you're going to be on a 3-bar, and
That's
see.
not hit detection. That's lag compensation. That's the way the system.
That's
not
what I
hit
mean. That's
detection.
the worst.
That's part of it,
but
right?
That's not part of
yeah.
it at all. Lag.
Yeah.
All right.
a
Let me
multiplayer
rephrase it then.
experience.
Let me rephrase it.
They
yeah, on LAN.
changed the lag
On LAN,
compensation.
they've all got
throughout
really
the
good
game.
hit detection, Jordy. On LAN, I'm saying like netcode. What COD has the worst netcode? Black Ops
Worst
1.
netcode.
No, the best netcode. I was a master at that game.
Modern
and I
Warfare
could tell
2 had
you.
the worst netcode because
What?
it had that stupid rubber band shit that would happen.
Hell no. Mm-mm.
Advanced
I
Warfare.
think when Modern Warfare 3 first came out, that had very
It had rubber
bad-
banding too when it first came out.
That shit had crazy
That was
lag
bad.
compensation.
Modern Warfare
It
3
was
when it
real.
first came out was bad.
And one thing I give, what was his name? Stealth Clown. What was his name?
Robert
402.
Yeah, 40.
Oh, that's
Robert
Thunder.
Bowling.
No, his name was 402.
It's
204.
Robert
402.
Bowling.
420.
It's 402.
Something like that. His name was Robert Bowling, but what was his nickname, man?
402.
Clown.
No, man, they called him Stealth Clown because he was like, that's a stealth
Yeah,
clown.
it's
But-
402 Robert Bowling. That's where Thunder got it from.
Okay, anyway, he worked his ass off to try to get that connection right. Like David Vonderhaar, he ain't trying to get the connection right. Like Black Ops 1 hit detection was not good, Wings.
It was great.
World at Wars was better than
It really
Black
wasn't.
Ops 1's.
White boy. It really
Oh, you guys
was.
played on the Xbox. I forgot. I'm sorry. I forgot.
I played it on both.
I played it on both, and I didn't have I didn't have a problem with it.
And Black Ops 1,
Action.
this is how
I had
I
a problem
put
with
this.
Ghost.
I'm gonna put it worse to worse than Treyarch games. I'm gonna put the worst was Black Ops 1. I disagree with Eddie in this one because I think Black Ops 2's hit detection is better than Black Ops 3.
You
So-
are mad. You
I
are.
don't.
You are mad.
For me, it just was better.
Dude,
It's-
right, no, I've got to show you this video. We're going to all watch this video right now. It's only like 10 seconds long. I want you to put this on stream. If you say Black Ops 2's hit detection is better, well, Black Ops 2's netcode is better than Black Ops 3, you're fucking mental, and I will prove it. Watch
Black Ops
this
2 is
fucking
shit.
shit.
One
agree.
video, but come on.
Black
No,
Ops 2
no,
is
no, no,
not
there's
good.
a whole bunch of them. There's
Black
a
Ops
whole
2 has a
bunch
lag
of them.
compensation problem.
And
I
I think
thought-
it starts with what Wings brought up earlier, the stats sheet. There's something going on in the background of Call of Duty's code.
So going on in the background of Black Ops 3.
It don't happen in Infinity
watch
War
this.
games.
Watch this shit and tell me that that is not outrageous.
It doesn't
Watch it.
happen in Infinity Ward games. Even when it was the fake Infinity Ward.
Watch that shit.
Tell me when y'all ready. I'm at ready.
I'm at 0.
I'm ready.
I'm at 0.
3, 2,
2,
1.
1, go.
Yeah. That's what your ass get for trying to run.
He wallbanged you, to be honest.
You said
He didn't
No,
want
he
to
fucking didn't. Are you kidding me?
He shot at the air and it happened to kill Eddie.
Okay, that was bad.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
Right?
a whole playlist.
Yeah, it's a whole playlist of me getting fucking wrecked by Black Ops 2. Like Black Ops 2 for
Nah,
me
he
was the
outplayed you, the guy in the music room. I'm gonna try it out.
what, the guy in the music room outplayed me, did he? He's there
Yeah,
for what? A split second?
that's what the stream will say.
Yeah, they did.
Another
Holy shit, that guy in the music room didn't outplay you. Look at this shit.
Oh my god.
On your screen, I didn't see you get shot.
Yeah, no, I took no damage and I was just dead. Mate.
Uh,
And I was host that time, I want to point out.
Host. Oh, host since
No. Watch this one next. This is fucking crazy. This is mental. This is what Black Ops. This is quite typical for me.
this is with the
Right.
MTAR, right?
Yeah, the
What
kill
the
confirmed
fuck?
one. Watch that one. That is bad.
What the fuck was that? Yeah, that was terrible.
All right, let me load it up.
I have a shitty internet, so I might not have these moments. I might be the recipient of good lag comment.
Dude, like that's on fiber optic. With like open NAT, like fucking 16.
But we all know host and I used to just leave. I used to be like while I'm streaming and I'm host and I'm like dying a lot, I'll be like, when I leave this game, watch it be a host migration. And every time I did it, it was a host migration. Every time. It never failed. Hosting Black Ops 2 was so bad.
It was it's awful. So we were talking about this Black Ops 3 patch. I will say I've noticed matchmaking go to complete shit now. I quite often, like, I'm in a party with someone, we'll join a game, the map will load, kicked out. Try and party up, search for game, kicked out. And that's happening now way more than it did at release.
Am I the only person that can't invite people? Like, if I go past 20 people on my list, it goes back up to 1.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's been a problem.
That's
I mean,
why
like,
I did.
I was hoping they would address that, but I'm sitting there thinking, like, this is a YouTuber problem that they won't give a fuck about.
I didn't want them to even touch the first matchmaking. Thunder made a video with like matchmaking this and that.
Dude,
And I'm like, I agree with you. Like I 100% agree with him. But I don't want them touching matchmaking to fuck it up. Like
I got a video on my book jive where I went 43-1 on a TDM and lost.
Oh yeah. I definitely believe
Let me
that.
tell you let me tell you this. Black Ops 3's matchmaking has me considering not being an atheist anymore because I don't think we have free will. Because there's no way on earth does Black Ops 3's matchmaking know who's going to go 1-17
Well,
every
Black Ops
goddamn
3's
time.
matchmaking is
Because they
doing a good
always
job.
find the right person to put on my team.
They're doing a good job then.
They can be somebody on the other team that goes like 11-11. As soon as he gets on my team, he's 1-17. Like they just know, like it's planned out.
Me and Mark J was in a party. Mark J went, I say 65-9. I probably went like 52-8, something like that. 30 confirms. He probably had like 29 confirms. The other people on our teams went 2-25, 7-19, 4-31. Like it really had me thinking that they were working with the other team, like with the enemies and shit.
Yeah, I look at this shit. I'm like, is this guy helping somebody on the other team boost?
Yeah,
Is it, like he's 0-19 second prestige. Like, how is this happening?
It's impossible. This Bulls at what? Bulls at LT Death example. Lactagular. Did we watch that on stream yet?
Yeah, we have. That was the MTAR.
Oh yeah.
In Black Ops 3, the Tempest sucks now. It doesn't chain lightning
sucks.
at all.
And I still think the Tempest doesn't fire fast enough.
Yeah, it has that.
Takes too long to shoot.
It feels like the PO6, that sniper rifle that shoots a burst, that delayed burst. I made a video called the lag gun because like it's very unique. It like charges up before it shoots.
I tell you what they could do with the tip is just make it like the bow. If you don't charge it up, it just lobs it right in front of you. And if you charge it up fully, it shoots across the screen.
I wish there were like you could electrocute like things near people and it would change.
Yeah, the Tempest is way too. I just don't like specialists. Specialists, I don't like it. It
I like
be in the
glitch.
game.
Glitch is fun.
Like stuff like that, harmless stuff that won't kill anyone, probably.
Well, glitch. I'll wreck you with glitch. I get so many
Yeah.
kills with it.
Yeah, you like an idiot with glitch.
What happens if you turn around and then glitch?
I was going to do a video on this, but I'm going to drop this knowledge right here because I'll probably do the video before the video comes out. Exclusiveness, temporarily. Glitch is not based on time. Glitch is not based on time. It's not 3 seconds in time. So if you're standing behind a box and you got glitch, and say somebody comes around the corner, you're not going to glitch back to behind that box because you've been sitting there for half a minute or something like that. You will glitch 3 seconds
Where you came from.
on foot travel.
Oh.
Wherever it's just judged by how far you walk, not how long you've been somewhere. Because I found myself behind a box, like going around in circles. Like I usually like move around in circles when I'm standing behind a box, and I'll still teleport like 3 feet behind a wall over there.
Yeah, but it's still harmless. Like if you
It's
see
not-
somebody glitch
like,
backwards,
It's not
all
directly
right.
lethal, is what John
It's not
Yeah.
direct. It's not directly lethal, but like search and destroy, I got caught with my gun reloading. I glitched, and I glitched behind him, and I shot him. You know,
There's some nice moments on the top 5 plays that I've seen where it does come in a factor where like you don't expect the person to spawn behind you, and boom, he picks up like 3-4 kills.
But I could live with that than a motherfucker with a boom just shooting near you, then it just stick to you for some odd reason.
That
You
hit
shot
detection
way
is-
off, but it just
yeah.
hit me and I blow up, or somebody just with a flamethrower, or somebody bloom and just killing everybody.
But you get more
I could
points
live
towards
with,
your score streak when you kill those people.
I don't know. I don't like specialists.
Okay,
I don't.
but I could live
I
with.
think it should be out the game.
If specialist wasn't in this game, it would be so much better, so much more fun.
If those were what if those were kill streaks?
Oh,
if those were like
or a kill streak, a specialist kill streak. Oh, I can live with that.
okay.
If you earned the shit, yeah.
I mean, it's still got the game still has the same problems for me. Is that UAV 5 kills? Come on now.
Yeah.
Let's not take the piss. Score streaks
TDM needs to be 125.
are too weak.
Specialists
too
are
hard.
stronger than score streaks.
Yeah, all
Specialists
that
are
stuff- all that
stronger
stuff's the
than
same.
score streaks.
In this game, all that stuff's still the same. One thing they did add, which I'm sure is a big topic we could talk about for a long time, is they added being able to buy COD points, and they added a flick knife. Can you believe it? Like a butterfly knife and like some knuckles and a wrench and stuff as like melee weapons, and you can inspect them like you can in CS. And I'm like, that's all kind of cool, but it doesn't really affect me because I'm not going to buy it, so I don't really give a shit.
You
Like,
can get them for crypto
am I
keys.
going to take 1 out of my 10 slots to take a fucking knife that I can look at? No. Never will I do that. Ever.
You never run knife only?
Hell
for
no.
fun?
What
Hell
the fuck
no.
would you run knife only for?
To have fun.
I don't have
That
fun with
shit
knife
is
only.
dumb.
All that equals is me dying and getting frustrated and going.
No, I bet you would do
All
better
out.
than you expected.
Knife only is fucking stupid.
It's fun though every once
I
in a
love
while
it.
with,
I
with
love
the
it when
top
somebody-
box.
Knife only against
I
me.
want a party to run knife only against me, and they would get fucked up.
I tell you
Yeah,
what
a party,
what I
but
would
like one person, I bet
One
you could
person
to
will get
challenge
fucked
yourself.
up.
You don't
I
like
don't-
challenging yourself. You just like using your VMP or whatever you use the
Yeah.
entire time.
Knife only people are just watching Only Use Me Blade and dick eating. That's all they do. Let Only Use Me Blade do that shit. Stop dick eating. Just make your own shit up. Go something else, but go pistol only or something. Fucking knife only. I watch a Only Use Me Blade video. Let me go knife only and get
I'm not going
fucked
to say
up.
I've never done
Why
it.
is
'cause
Only Use Me Blade putting up them scores? You ain't Only Use Me Blade, dickhead.
You do really good with the knife only because it changes your play style, and I think it betters you as a player because you learn the map a little bit better. You learn the routes a little bit better,
But the
and it's
knife
fun.
and the shotgun have the same play style.
How do you learn the routes a little bit better?
Because you know what's safe and what isn't. Basically,
Like
Okay,
head
with a SMG, you could do the same thing. You
you
run
could,
this.
but
You run
you're
this
more
way.
likely
you
to
play a
be-
little bit
run
more
this way,
aggressive with SMGs.
You run this way, and the guy's aiming down the sight. Oop, that ain't the route. If you
I
run
take
with a
that back.
knife, oop, that ain't the route. So it's the same fucking thing.
No, so you can't run all the places where you run with knives, where you can run with the SMG. That
Why can't you?
because you can't. Well, you can run and die with the knife, but like with the SMG, you run out where there's a engagement 15 feet away. You can contest that with a knife. You're gonna die unless you throw a tomahawk up. So you have to change your routes a little bit and be sneaky.
Okay. If you
What
got
do
to
you guys
shoot,
think about
if
the?
you got to shoot, you know that ain't the route. Then
But you have a gun.
do
You can shoot with a gun.
Yeah, you can
you know
contest the
you know
gunfights.
routes better. If you got to shoot, if you want to learn a route where you don't have to run into anybody, if you have to shoot, that's not the route you're looking for. So you learned the route. You learned not to run that route. You learned to do another route.
I think this conversation is it's not redundant. It's just Black Ops 3 maps. I think we're being a bit kind if we say they have routes. Let's be fair. Only a couple of them have
No,
proper routes.
I would disagree. There's a whole bunch of. I think Black Ops 3 has the most routes of any game, and here's
Scott.
why. Because you can run on the walls. There's so many routes outside of the map that you can utilize.
Don't let me get
But that's
into
bad.
running on the
That's
wall.
bad map design, right? Because you want your maps to have flowing traffic. You don't want your maps to have stagnated points. Actually, it depends on game type as well. We play these same maps on so many different game types. We expect them to work on all of them. No game does that, by the way. No other game apart from COD uses the same maps for everything, and it's like, oh well, this will work in TDM, and this will work in DOM, or this will work in Hardpoint, or this will work in Safeguard. Like no other game attempts to do that. Like have like a pool of maps that works for everything. Like the reason why TDM and Kill Confirmed are so slow is because it's got ghost-like map design to a certain extent. Not as bad, but to a certain extent. Like they're very bitty. There's like you say, there's a million ways in and out and stuff like that. There's only a few maps that I would say have genuine flow. Like you can say people shit on Hunted as a map, but I think that map has flow. Like that map moves. Combine moves. Like some of them
Aquarium
don't.
moves. A lot of
Aquarium moves, yeah, exactly. One map that is very static is Infection, especially on Dom. On Dom, there's one main power position on B, and nobody fucking moves. All right, so you cap B, you take that stair room, you're done.
them. Which one is infection? I'm
It's the
World
snow
at War
one that's like, yeah, it's like the World at War map, where it's half the map is like it's
the
like
wall on the
Inception. Yeah, it's like
Okay.
Inception. So, you know, the game has this similar problems it always has. But do you think here's my question: do you think that it's going to sell as many like crypto packs as like AW did supply drops, or do you think the fact that there aren't better guns in them will lead to less sales? Because that's a hot topic.
I have
Because
bought some already. I bought $20 just to experiment.
How much does $20 get you?
You get 12 rare supply drops, which is 30 crypto keys. But every time you open a rare supply drop, you get bonus crypto keys from it. I got up to 20 in one, but usually you get about 5 or 6. So it adds up to be about 50 or 15 supply drops for $20. And I got some cool stuff. I
Like
get so
15,
many.
like when you open up a rare, you get 3. Does that count towards those 15?
You get 15 of those 3, so you get like 45 items. Is that what you meant?
So that's a lot.
Yeah, I mean and they buffed the rare supply drops. There's a lot more cool things too, like Eddie said, the wrench and stuff. That adds, a little bit of value trying to get it. But I don't know if it's worth it. I got so many taunts that I don't really give a shit about. There's a lot of cool like specialist, like unique costumes and whatnot that you can like camos and stuff for your specialists. That's pretty cool, but there's some new camos too. I don't know. It wasn't. I don't think it was worth it.
Someone,
the $20
the
bucks.
guy who decided that the ice camo was an epic camo needs to be fired, because having a camo from Black Ops 1 that's just white epic is a stupid idea.
I got the ice for my X53 launcher, whatever the launcher is that you can shoot at people. And the thing that makes it epic is there's like a little animation to it. It moves a little bit. That what classifies them epic and legendary, if they have like some kind of animation.
That's like saying it's really cool how you can see the wind move.
Yeah, it's like a holographic, I guess, like Pokemon cards.
Step
my
up
favorite,
if you want to get burned.
My favorite is the Sunshine. I think that's the best rare camo. It looks like a fade type of with a lot of little hexagons. I'll show the stream.
If they just put a fade camo in there, it would be exceptionally good. Like, here's the thing, like, CS has an economy, right? So these items have real world value. Until COD does that, until there's like a marketplace where people can trade skins and shit and they're worth like actual stuff, no one will really give a shit. Like, they'll buy them, don't get me wrong. Like, I see a lot of people buying the supply drops, and it is very obvious that some YouTubers are encouraged to make those kind of videos to help promote the game, etc. Like, I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong about doing that. Like, if you're a more corporate type channel and all that kind of stuff, that's fine. I'm not judging you for it. But it's very clear that that's the direction they want to go in. And I'm like, until I can sell this in some sort of marketplace, until White Boy gets a fucking butterfly fade that's really fucking rare and I want it and I can trade with him like PlayStation currency for it or whatever, I'm not interested because it's meaningless.
And I was thinking about this, and the only way that's going to happen is if Black Ops 3 is a game that lasts longer than this year. I think because the value, like the values are going to.
It's going to last longer this year.
Yeah, I mean the next game is going to be what, Advanced Warfare or not? Modern Warfare.
It better not be Advanced Warfare.
Modern Warfare 4, I think it's got to be.
It's going to be Ghost 2.
What if they took a year off?
I saw Benny Central, who, if you don't know who that is a UK YouTuber. He used to be like, he's the guy that got the 300 plus in Black Ops 2. He now works for Xbox UK. And he tweeted out the other day, it wasn't like a sponsored or corporate tweet, but he was like, if you could have a remake of either COD 4 or Modern Warfare 2, what would you have? Retweet for this, fave for that. And it was a tweet. And I think that that's just market research. I think the next COD is going to be a remake. I think this year's is going to be a remake. Or we'll get a remake.
It's a remake
earlier.
with maps.
We'll get a remake in like April and then Ghost 2 in November. That's what I think.
Anyway, I want to comment on this before we get off topic. To all those motherfuckers on the PlayStation Network that already has Dark Matter camo on multiple guns, I play Call of Duty for a goddamn living. You need to reevaluate your life properties.
Yeah, that is crazy.
I've been seeing Dark Matter pop up. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yo,
8 Prestige?
We are going to be able to like trade emblems, like custom made emblems soon. Right?
I heard something about that.
Cuz some dude I can't forget his name. I can't remember his name, but he made a podcast show emblem and that shit was nice. Did y'all see it?
I want to be able to sell like custom made skins.
A marketplace would be so profitable.
The whole game though.
See, I'm thinking like a White Boy on this. I'm like, if you make a certain skin, I'll put it up on my channel, and you give me a cut of the money.
I would do that. And another thing, I wish I could wager these crypto keys versus 12-year-olds. I buy them the COD points or crypto keys, or you could sell.
That would be good for wager match. Crypto keys wager.
Yeah, that would be hot.
It would be great. Or the COD point. Well, you would have to buy into the COD.
I think crypto keys would be more beneficial. Like you had to put actual something worth something up there.
I think that's a great idea.
That is good.
We've said this a number of times, but I think that's a great idea.
It's
like you put up a certain amount of money.
I think you should do it in public matching.
You public matches. You put up a certain amount of money, and if you don't match it, you get kicked out the lobby. If it's the majority,
Like
And
our team's gonna win 5 crypto keys, and like somebody on the other team has to match it, and then it's you and
Yeah.
him.
and what if you could wager crypto keys on just like CS:GO on Optic versus Envy or whatever? What's it? CS:GO Lounge, Eddie? Where
Yeah,
you,
CS:GO Lounge.
yeah, if you could put crypto keys and there's like, okay, the odds of Optic beating TK are, I don't know, 3-1 or whatever. So if you bet on TK and they win, you get 10 crypto keys if you bet 3 or whatever. Like, they could do a lot there, and that would get esports involved a little bit more than it currently is.
Did you watch
Here's the
any
problem with
esports
that.
yet?
No, I haven't watched any of the COD. Like,
I
here's the
just-
problem with that. Carry
Go
on.
ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, like, you raised a very good point about marketplace and the relevancy to a game needing to last longer for those items to hold any value. There isn't the marketplace infrastructure on console for this. Like, because Steam has its marketplace, any game that's on Steam can work items through it, right? So the developers have the API to access to attribute value or do whatever to their own stuff, and Steam just takes a cut of it. Xbox and PlayStation don't want to give any money to anyone. So the idea that there's money that they're not 100% in control of on their marketplace is not something that I ever see happening. So not only do the games not last long enough to generate like long-term items that are really rare and worth something, but the platform just isn't there because the console owners and these massive super companies don't give a shit. Like, that's why it won't happen, I don't think.
That's true. That's definitely true.
Something happened to me. I was gambling on DraftKings, and I just had to mention it. So Eli Manning at the end of the game, you know, he takes his knees to like end the game, and he got -2 rush yards, and I was in 24th place before he took those knees, and the top 23 got paid, and with those kneel downs, I got to 23rd place, and I got in the money. So it was just, yeah.
Because you do get that goes to your stats.
Yeah, it was literally .02 points away or something, like really close. But yeah, that was pretty cool. I tweeted a picture if anyone's interested.
I tweeted Ronda Rousey.
He faced the Panthers next week, so I wouldn't keep him on your team.
Eli?
Oh, big talk.
Yeah.
Big talk.
Did you?
Oh
see
no,
that?
I didn't have Eli.
No.
I wish I did. I would have had fucking a lot more money. I saw your tweet, yeah, Jive. You said you were to eat her pussy or something.
Yeah, I'll
Suck
suck
on
on
her.
your pussy. Yeah. I said I talk a lot of shit about you, Ronda Rousey, but
Did
I'll
she-
suck on your pussy.
Did she fave it or like it?
I think she faved it.
What else in Black Ops 3?
You can't eat her pussy well enough. That's how the chat gonna be.
Dad,
you won't
yeah.
be able to eat her pussy. No, hell no. Her pussy's
She
too
put-
strong.
She put you in a chokehold.
Her pussy's too strong. Like, just some controversy.
Is
What
there
were you
anything
about to
else
say?
about Black Ops 3? Is
I'm
there anything
thinking.
else that we missed?
I wanted to say, why the hell are you eating out of the can?
Well, I just woke up.
You eat out the
Savage.
can? No, out the can though. I don't care about you eating. I know the chat gonna say, "What the fuck?"
I muted
So
my mic.
unprofessional. But out the motherfucking can? That,
Hey,
ain't it like an
save some
aftertaste
dishes.
or something?
Saves on dishes, like it. Like that attitude.
So
I support this attitude.
So how did you warm it up?
I didn't warm it up.
It's
Savage.
It was room temperature.
Room temperature, yeah.
What is it? What is it?
It was just
It was like spaghetti or something.
SpaghettiOs.
Room temperature.
I've never done that one. How is it?
It's good. It's pre-cooked. Like they cook it before they actually put it in the can. And the
Yeah.
can's just there to keep it preserved.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know
is
I know
cooked.
you can eat it, just like you can eat dog food. But would you?
It's not nowhere close to dog food. I've eaten dog food as well.
that was bad, but it is true though. Like, ew.
It tastes no different. Like I actually like it better room temperature than I do heated up.
Wow. Have you ever noticed that spaghetti bolognese is better the next day once it's cooled down? Anyone else notice that?
It's like
I
pizza.
always
It's a
say that.
pasta. It's a
Spaghetti is-
pasta, dude. Like we
Hey.
consider disrespect me. Like, oh, it's a pasta. It's like pizza, spaghetti. All of it's better cold.
Spaghetti is great the next day.
Not all
See-
the pizza. If it's a greasy pizza, I don't think it's better the next day. But a nice thin pizza with a lot of toppings on it.
I hate thin pizza.
So here's the truth. I'm going to lay some truth on you right now. Pizza is either it's amazing in two states. It's amazing when it just arrives and the cheese is still bubbling, melting, right? It's amazing. And when it's completely stone cold, so the cheese is hard. Those are the only two acceptable states for pizza.
Yo, when you said in two states, I thought you was gonna say it's amazing in Boston and it's amazing. I don't know
That's it.
why I really was thinking that.
I love when the pizza has that bubble, like right by the
Yeah,
crust.
and you
know?
pop it, you pull it
Yep, that's the best part.
fucking and leave a big ass hole.
See, we used that bubble is actually from the oven. It's from where you actually had an air pocket in the dough.
Yeah.
And like you're not
Yeah.
supposed to put those on pizza. We've had to redo pizzas because we had too many bubbles in them.
Oh man, I love the bubbles. Yo, but pizza, like we were talking about like leftover pizza, it's only good if you heat it up in the oven. If you heat it up in the mic,
you put a microwave, put a glass of water in there with it. You're good.
what the fuck?
Yep.
Yeah, glass of water.
Saw that on Uberfacts.
But the dough still be soft and spongy.
No, you put it in a glass of water. The water hydrates the dough, so it comes back to just like you ate it the night before.
Crispy?
I don't know about that.
I'll try. I'm definitely gonna try that. So I got a rotating plate.
Right, you got rotate plate. You put your plate in there on like a saucer or something. Put your pizza
Yeah.
in there, and then put your glass of water in there next to it. Just warm it up.
Yep. And then you can drink the water too.
No, you don't want to drink the water. The
Why-
water gonna be hot.
Why would you want to drink hot ass water?
Now, is Papa John's the best chain pizza ever?
Yeah, I would say yeah.
I heard. I hear a lot. I never had Papa John's.
Papa John's is great.
I hear a lot
It's
of good
Papa
things
John's,
about
Domino's,
Papa
Pizza Hut.
John's.
Actually, I wouldn't even consider Pizza Hut number 3. It'd probably
Pizza Hut fell off so much. I don't. It's like unbelievable.
Cheap
Pizza
how-
Hut-
ingredients, my friend. Cheap ingredients.
There's too much.
Pizza Hut used to
choices
be
on Pizza
so
Hut, too.
good. Their cheese used to be so fucking good, man.
Dude,
They have like
their ingredients suck. That's why I'm with Eddie. Like their bell peppers suck. The pepperoni suck. They all taste different than everybody else's.
That's the thing. Like, food is really simple. If it tastes like shit ingredients. Simple.
True. Or-
Having said that, you
yeah.
can get stuff like McDonald's that has shit ingredients and tastes fucking amazing. So,
And McDonald's
You know.
does taste amazing. I don't know why people say they
but
don't.
only
Say
fresh.
McDonald's
Only
doesn't.
fresh. Like if
You-
it's like
you're
when you
right.
order something at McDonald's and they have to get the kitchen to make it for you because it's like I don't know if they have it in America, but we have like seasonal burgers that are like different.
Mhm.
Like the
Yeah,
Big Tasty
they
is
do.
like only comes out like
They
at
do-
certain times of
They
the
don't
year.
have the Big Tasty anymore.
Oh fuck, it's lovely.
Remember
right?
that?
So, but when
Remember
you
the
order
Big
one,
Tasty?
Well,
Yeah.
apparently England's getting it now.
yeah, we have it all the time. We have it seasonal, but like when that's on, you order that because they have to make you a new one. You're like, oh shit, this is gonna be fucking amazing. Brand new
Is it
burger.
because? Is it because they use too much preservatives or something that it sucked like
No,
later
when it's on the shelf for too long, it just dehydrates. So it's not as you know.
McDonald's
juicy.
gets stale way faster than anybody else shit.
but it looks good for years.
And they use the cheapest fucking you ever have a McDonald's cup? It's like
Let me ask you
halfway
this, Eddie.
done, you let it sit there and then right here gets like the liquid starts going through it. You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about, white boy?
Yeah, I
That's-
know.
that's-
Like what the fuck?
That's
That
the cup
cheap-ass
standards.
Yeah.
Let me
That
ask you
doesn't
this,
happen in England. Maybe well, for starters, we don't have the same cheese on our McDonald's as you do because you're not allowed to call it cheese in
Y'all
England.
use goat cheese though.
No.
I made that up.
Eddie, why doesn't the McDonald's burgers rot?
Preservatives.
Like, you've seen the video where the guy put it on the windowsill
Preservative.
for like a week.
Yeah, preservative.
They fucking OD
That's why it's so
preservative.
fucking terrible for you. It's like not only is it like it's
No.
not 100% beef, it's like 3% beef.
I
Uh-huh.
disagree.
The company's name 100% beef they order it from.
Yeah.
I disagree with Eddie here because you are what you eat, and if you keep on eating preservatives, you're gonna live longer, right? You just
That's
No,
not
you
how it
probably
works.
get cancer.
Yeah, you'll get cancer.
Now, and another thing, you guys were talking about ordering things fresh. I was talking to my live stream about this. They were like, "Oh, ask for the fries unsalted or something." I don't ask for anything any different when I order fast food because you're asking for trouble.
You get a lookie. That's what you
Yeah,
get.
exactly.
What if you're there? If you're there, it should be cool.
Never ever deviate from the menu. I'm telling you all this right now. From working in fast food, if it's on the menu and you don't want onions, don't order it.
What about like
How
a
about
pizza?
how
Like
about
when you're doing your own toppings, you can throw anything you want on then wings. Is
Yeah,
that okay?
pizza's
That's
fine.
easy though. That's
Well,
just
that's
grabbing.
easy. But like if you when people you're so accustomed to doing a burger a certain way, you see it on the screen. It'll be like the big and tasty, whatever it might be. You throw the burger together, and then it's like, oh, they didn't want this, and she's bitching about it. Well, fuck her.
No ketchup, bitch. Who you think you are?
Why they don't give you ketchup at the drive-thru?
Because what you usually do,
I'd be
like
like-
at least in the place that I do, you have to throw that piece of food away and remake it fresh. Well, you don't throw it away. You sit it up on top of the heat rack.
Now, what about French
I'm
fries?
not very fussy like that though. There's not many things that I would like take out because I'm someone that loves gherkins. So, like my friends always take their gherkins out of their burger, and I'm like,
What is a
mine
gherkin? What is that? That's something I
pickle.
use.
Call it
Pickle?
pickle.
I was gonna
Oh,
guess pickle.
I usually
don't know
that's
what
something I use with
gherkin is?
baking, like jerking your gherkin.
Yeah, pickle, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I never
dill
heard
pickle,
of gherkin
whatever it
either.
is. It's called gherkin here.
Now, what about? I heard the French fry strategy: don't get salted fries and then salt them later. I mean, I don't know what they could do technically to your fries. They could spit in it, but you
They
would
could,
notice.
that could be
The
the batch
fries-
that fell on the ground. that
Fries
they
ain't
just
gonna
picked
be
up.
fries ain't gonna be anything because
You
you
know-
use a scoop and a.
You know,
That could
with
be-
fries, there's
That-
always those little like its and bits of
black
I don't
stuff.
know.
That's where
No,
they got-
not the burnt stuff. It's just like a little fry that I don't think they shaved off any potato. Like it could
Yeah,
be a
like it'd be a
toenail.
pinky finger.
Yeah,
like
it's really small and it's just like pure skin, but it feels like something just jumped in that fucking fry net and I don't know, got fried over. I don't eat
Who
the
does
little fries.
what does the best fries? What fast food place does the best fries?
Central Park.
I've never heard of that.
McDonald's when
I
they're
think
good.
McDonald's. Oh, Checkers.
No, Burger King's
Checkers
fries are
is
better than
pretty
McDonald's.
good.
I just had Burger King and Kelly
McDon-
never had a Whopper in her life.
Y'all
She
ever
got
heard
the
of
Whopper.
Checkers?
No.
McDonald's has better fries than Burger King.
Whoa,
Lies.
whoa.
Checkers will
McDonald's.
not business here.
Wow,
Checkers.
Checkers fries is pretty good, but I still think.
I mean, I like Zaxby's fries better than McDonald's.
Wendy's.
Everyone knows that In-N-Out wins this, right?
We don't have
Because
an
I don't even have In-N-Out, and I've looked at their fries, and I'm like, I want these.
Arby's.
I want these in my
What
I
about
never
Arby's
even heard
curly
of it.
fries?
Well, I never had In-N-Out. We don't have it.
It's
here.
kind of-
Arby's curly fries, then you just drowned it in a bunch of ketchup.
And Five Guys, their fries are pretty good also.
Wendy's,
I
no
always
one's
used
talking about Wendy's.
always used horseradish on Arby's fries.
Yeah, ooh, with the-
Horseradish with
that
fries.
kick.
Oh, good shout.
I love the kick
I love
of
the kick
horseradish.
horseradish. Oh,
It fucks up your nose.
Yeah.
Let's do the horseradish challenge.
I'm
I
down.
like horseradish.
I don't
And
know what
wasabi.
the hell that is. What
What
is
about
that?
wasabi from
Dude,
like
oh,
sushi?
Jai would be so fucked up by horseradish. He's never had it.
What's horseradish?
It's a
like
white person thing. Doesn't it sound like so white?
Yeah,
like-
it does.
I don't-
It really
it's like a
does.
mayonnaise based like condiment, but it's
Oh, does it-
really,
does it have,
really
like-
strong.
Does it have relish in it?
I'm not sure what's in it,
I
but
don't
you can get it at the store.
Horseradish. What the fuck is that?
It's really good with like crackers and cheese, or if you put it in some cheese.
Does it have
I, lo-
anything?
I
to
love
do
the way
with
it
a
makes your
horse?
nose feel. No, it's from like a root of a plant or something.
You know what I've been making? I've been making waffles. I have this little waffle maker, and you just put in the pancake mix with some oil and some like an egg and some water, and it's been waffles all week, baby. And then somebody on my Twitter asked me, "How do I make the waffles?"
Oh, you got a Belgian waffle maker?
Yep.
Oh my god. Yeah.
And it flips too. Like it goes like one way, and then it flips all the way over. and
It's
then-
like this. It rolls. It's like a rotisserie.
Wait,
The-
how are you not a
rotary.
fat person?
I mean, I eat a waffle here and I eat a waffle
He's
there.
a gold medal champion, Wings. He's got
You know, I
the
squat.
I'm just saying, White
metabolism of
Boy
a
loves
god.
food, but like, how's he never gained weight?
I have
I'm the
gained
same.
weight. I'm
I'm the same.
170 now.
I
I
love
was
food,
160
too.
for.
70. You know when I was 170, the third goddamn grade.
I
I don't know, man.
I
I've been
ate a
taking,
lot of food.
I've been taking vitamins. I think, Jive, what do you got the Optimen? I saw you with your vitamins. The fish oil.
This is fish oil. Yeah.
Yeah, I got some fish oil. Fish oil sounds like the worst thing ever, doesn't it?
It
Yeah.
tastes nasty.
Yeah, it does.
Why,
You ever get a fish
why
oil
the
burp?
fuck do you taste it?
Just the capsules themselves, like they're
This
like.
is burp-less, okay?
Oh yeah, we talked about this. I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I was
This
going
is
to say.
the same fucking bottle. That's how many was in here. And I take one a day. I only take one.
You take any other vitamins?
Yo, this is the same fucking bottle. No, I don't take anything else. I do miss some days though, but yeah.
What does anyone take any? I'm interested. Do you guys have a vitamin regimen?
No.
Because I feel like I don't eat. Like I eat
Morning
a lot.
piss.
I eat a lot, but I don't also like eat a lot of vegetables or necessarily a lot of other fruits. You gotta take some vitamins.
Yeah, you gotta start eating bananas.
This is gonna sound rude, but like Kelly has gotten a little heavier, but White Boy has it.
I didn't see Kelly in a long. I just saw like her face, and that's it. I didn't see like her body.
Last time I seen Kelly was when they got arrested.
She makes some live stream, or she live streams with webcam sometimes, and she has a webcam here. Yeah, she has.
But it'd be like this, and that's it. Like, you can't tell if she got big or anything.
You could tell.
Damn, Wing.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
She gonna be like,
I had this experience with a girl. She was like,
It's like you tell Winks gets bigger. No, you can't.
For,
I'm
for
fat.
ages. Like, we lived together for ages, and we ate really badly for a while. And like, she put on a bit of weight, and I never really do put on weight, and I'm older, so I'm like 30 something, and I should put on weight. My metabolism's never really slowed down. I'm very lucky like that. But to be fair to this girl, all that happened was that her ass got fatter and her tits got bigger. So I wasn't complaining. Like, that's what happened. I was like, are you sure you don't want another KFC?
hell yeah.
I can agree with that either.
Yeah.
Some white people don't like fat asses.
Really?
Some white people are wrong then.
The people that say that, Jive, the white people that don't like
They
fat
say
asses,
grass.
are they currently in a relationship with a girl with a bored ass?
I don't know.
Like, that's the only reason that answer comes out that way. When the girl has nothing there and they're in a relationship with her. Oh, I don't even like fat asses.
I just don't.
That's like when you have a girl with itty bitty
why
titties and you're like, I don't like big titties.
now I can bring up this conversation.
Jordy's right.
I asked this conversation. I brought this up at work. Like, why? What benefits do we get from a girl having a fat ass?
It just looks
Child
better.
birth and hips.
Well,
What
I
the
have a lot of
fuck
sex.
is? What the fuck are you talking about?
I have a lot of sex
Childbirth.
doggy style, and like that's the benefit I get to see.
Yeah, visual. Yeah, like it's visual. It's all in your head.
It's also softer. Like if you got one that jiggles, like you can feel.
Yeah,
it
but you don't get damaged or anything. You act
but
like
fun.
he said it's also it's fun. It's softer. Like if she don't have an ass, you gonna have a fucking bruise.
That's
on
true
your
though.
stomach.
That's true. Bony chicks aren't.
You're not gonna
are
get
not for-
bruised.
Are
You're
not for
not.
me. Bony
You're
chicks
not
are
gonna get bruised.
But that's not
true.
because
I
they're
like-
physically
I like
dangerous.
I like when they're heart shaped.
Look at wings. Look
Like,
at wings.
Heart shaped booties.
I got a couple of them. Let's see if I can find any.
GT.
Can we talk about Final Fantasy VII Remake before the end of this show?
Yeah, cool,
All right,
of course
all
we
right,
can.
all right. Let me see if I can find some ass.
Talk about it now. Are you gonna go the direction I think you're gonna go and be like multi-game? What the fuck is this bullshit?
Basically, I'm unhappy
So-
with the combat system. I'm unhappy with the episodic approach. I'm unhappy with one of the things I'm scared about. Is there even going to be a world map? Is there
This
even
is
going to be a
what
world map?
this is what a lot of people are talking about.
That's a nice ass.
That's a nice ass. It is.
Yeah.
But another thing, can you backtrack? Since it's episodic, like episodic games, you can't backtrack in. This is an RPG that's episodic. What if I forget something in like Calm? Can I go back and get it in Calm? If there's even a world map, how's that even going to take place? Is it going to be hallways to everywhere? What about the Midgar Zolom, the serpent in the swamp that does on your footsteps? How are you going to find Yuffie? You can't really fight in the forest. Um, and it's like, I don't like this at all.
Yeah. I understand your fears. Is similar to what a lot of the community is going through. Like, I think we're going to have to accept that it's not going to be. First of all, when you revisit things, they're never as good as they were when they first hit you. I'm not saying
Let me say
you're
something.
saying that.
I was all for them changing the story. I actually invited them to change the story, but why do they have to change the combat system? Why does it have to be episodic? And why do they have to? Like
Number
you're fucking
one,
it up.
Number one, the reason they've given for it being episodic is that they said we could never remake that game to the standard that we wanted to with the amount of content in it until we wouldn't have finished it until like 2020. All right. Now, if they're like, there's going to be several games that are going to lead into each other, and yet I think they have confirmed there is going to be a world map. I think I saw in an interview somewhere. Because there's a YouTuber called Maximilian who's a fighting game guy, but also Final Fantasy VII is his favorite game ever, and he's massive on Twitch, like thousands and thousands of viewers at the same time. And he talked about this, and he's like, I think it's going to be episodic. I think the first episode is going to be Midgar, and then they're going to open it up, and there's going to be a world map and all that kind of stuff. But I can understand them being like, there's no way we're going to be able to make the graphics with this much fidelity, redo the script so that there's a decent English translation, redo everything else, like, and make it in time. Like, they want the first game out next year or the year after. Like, it's I reckon each episode is going to be about 20 hours of playtime. And if that's the case, then I'm kind of okay with it. As long as there are, as long as it's still an RPG.
You reckon. Let me point this out. You reckon. Let me give you the hardcore truths of YouTube. Most episodic games last 2 hours.
I don't think they're doing that. I don't think they're like Telltale, like tiny bits. I don't think they're doing
like
that.
Revelations last 2 hours each. Telltale games. Yeah.
Well, that's a different kind of episodic. What I picture,
They
I'm coming
also
in from
they also
the
leave
outside.
you. They also leave you that feeling of like I want to continue to play, but I can't.
You don't think this game's got to be like a bigger episodic? Like, I don't know. I feel like Telltale game, it's like a month later they have episode 2 and then episode 3. I think with Final Fantasy, it's going to be like 3 years later.
Yeah,
But
I think so too. I think it's going to be. I
And
think
like,
it's
what
going to be
happens if they get halfway through and they go
episodic in the
bankrupt?
way that the Mass Effect games are episodic.
Yeah, that's what I was picturing.
Like, what happens if they go halfway through and they go bankrupt? Because Square Enix is not in the best shape.
I think they're counting on this to save it.
They're not the way they're taking it. I look at the reason they went episodic is because they need money now. They need this title now to come out and sell for them. That's the reason I think they're going episodic. This is all speculation, though. It's not. I ain't got nothing to base it on.
I do kind of agree with you. Like, Square hasn't made a game that I've wanted to play in a long time, and that's why its sales are in the tank.
They made Devil May Cry?
No, that was Capcom.
That's Capcom. Capcom's in the tank too, though. But like they're coming back with the remakes. Like they're going to remaster Resident Evil 1. They're remastering 0 in January. They're remaking Resident Evil 2 right now.
They're also incredibly lucky in that they're in the very beginnings of building a serious esports scene for Street Fighter. And although it's small, like the World Championships gets like 200,000 people watching it, it's small, but that community always buys games, right? And buys costumes and shit like that. So Capcom, and they just signed a deal with Sony so that Street Fighter was only on the PlayStation. So they took that exclusivity money. I think they're in better shape than they were. But yeah, Geordie's right. They were fucked. But if Street Fighter takes off as a major esport, which it has absolutely the potential to do, we don't need to worry about Capcom like we were.
Right. Capcom had like $7 million company wide. Like that's what
Yeah.
was in the bank, and like that's not a lot of money for like a corporation that makes games.
Yeah.
Oh.
But Square, I largely think that Square have tanked because they've number one, I think JRPGs are less fashionable in the West now because we've got BioWare essentially. Like BioWare games with their story and script and like maturity level make Japanese games look incredibly melodramatic and stupid. Like
Mhm.
some Final Fantasy games are just about young pretty teenagers doing stuff, whereas BioWare's like, do you want to genocide an entire race or not? And do you want to fuck this cool alien chick or the Australian girl with a nice ass? Like there's a huge difference. Like Western RPGs have really taken off. So the money that was there for Square isn't. They have to compete, and they've done a terrible job of doing that.
Yeah,
They've
but they're
made
trying
really
to copy.
Japanese-centric games.
They're trying to copy the shit. Like let's say this thing takes a Kingdom Hearts like turn to it. Like that's what it looks like. It looks like sticking the Kingdom Hearts battle system in. Like I hate that. I didn't like Kingdom Hearts because of the battle system, and like it's turning me off because like pretty much all you get to be is Cloud the entire fucking game, and then you have people whoever you select to be as your teammates. You don't get to control them. There's no real hardcore strategy in the thing. It's pretty much Final Fantasy 13, which is fucking garbage, mouthful of dick garbage.
Yeah.
Do they still have the same staff that made 7?
They have the same director, but he's not directing it.
Is he producing it?
He's not on the project at all. He was supposed to be the director again,
Wow.
but they turned him away.
That's why it sucked.
Jive, why
Now,
the
isn't
fuck
he
did you
doing
open the
another game?
banana like that?
But the opposite way?
Yeah,
It's
He's
either.
pulling it apart.
that's not the correct way to do it.
That is the correct way to eat it.
I mean, I ate it out of a can, and I got called the incorrect way.
No, that just was stupid.
You're eating the butt of the banana first, all that mushy stuff.
No. It's
Yeah.
a regular part of the banana. You open it from this end, not this end.
False.
This end is just to hang from the tree.
And
This
to
end is
open it.
to open it.
No, you smush it when you.
See, I
No.
do the same as White Boy. I do it the wrong way. I'd never known that I'd
go
eat
like
bananas
this.
wrong.
You go like this.
Incorrect. Look at that.
Take that off
See, you have to take it off
and
and
eat it.
now look at your fingers.
The only person I'm interested in having a conversation about how you properly eat a banana is Nina Mercedes. Aside from that, I don't really want to get into
Who
it.
the fuck is Nina Mercedes?
How the fuck do you not know who Nina Mercedes is?
I play Call of Duty.
Well, you should definitely know who she is then. You should be intimately...
Obviously, I know what he's talking about. Obviously, I never really heard of her either. I heard the name, but
She looks like the Latin Janet Jackson.
let me look her up.
In her prime, she's like one of the hottest women of all
Nina
time.
Mercedes.
I wouldn't give her that now, but you know,
She's incredibly hot.
she's a good-looking woman. I
Is it with a Z?
I'll give her this. But like, one of the hottest women alive? No.
Yes, I'll show you
Oh
a
my
picture.
God. Wings, you don't like this?
I didn't say I didn't like it. I'm
Uh,
just saying I don't agree that she's the hottest woman on earth.
Why am I watching the porno? Let me turn this shit.
I mean, you could go to images. There's images of her dress.
No, I was watching the video.
To be fair, she looks better in video than she does in these shots. She doesn't look very good in
Yeah, her
this.
Google image.
Well, let's see the porns. We
Or
can't
see-
put this on. We can't put this out there for you guys.
All right.
All right, images. Let me see.
Is this the fucking MILF hunter? She's fucking here.
The MILF.
Yeah, she
hunter.
does look better on.
You guys remember the MILF hunter?
That was a guy, right? A porn
Yeah.
star.
Yeah.
A MILF hunter.
Oh my-
Hide your mama. All right, everyone's like watching porn.
Yeah, we're
We're doing a podcast. Sorry, sorry about
Porn
that.
cast.
We're back. We're back.
Hey, you know these little virgins ain't gonna like this shit.
fuck is that? That's indecent.
It's not a
That's
kill
immoral.
streak. It's
You
not a kill
pervert.
streak.
Conor McGregor, new
I
champion.
don't understand. I don't follow Conor McGregor, but I watched the clip of that fight, which is entirely it's a fight that you could put in a GIF, but
Yeah.
But it's in a Vine, isn't it? It's in loads of Vine.
but
That
to
was a
me
lucky win.
it looks like he got lucky. Like he the guy lunged at him and he like reacted by instinct and hit him in the face.
Well, I was watching Joe Rogan's podcast, and he said that Conor was practicing that exact same move backstage, and like he had a plan, and he saw
He had
something
a
in his
plan that
game.
the guy was going to lunge at him.
Yeah, and he was practicing the exact same move that got the knockout.
Conor McGregor is very good. But that was a lucky win. Period. I think he would have won regardless, but to win like that, like that's just a lucky win. I don't care what anybody says. Any
How is
12-second knockout, it was 13, but any
He
12-second
practiced it.
knockout
He
or
predicted
anything
it.
like that, it's luck.
I could say I predicted to get my kill streakless nuke back in the day. No, it's not. It's easy to say you predict the shit when it's already happened.
He do literally say he's gonna knock you out in the first round, but not fucking 13 seconds.
Yeah. Aldo didn't get a chance to do any damage to him, and Joe Rogan was a savage at the interview. Jose was like, that wasn't a fight. That wasn't a fight.
Yes, it was a fight. Yeah.
It certainly
Joe
was a
Rogan.
fight. It was just a very fast one. That was very funny.
I mean, I would feel cheated if I was.
I wonder if he would be a guest on the podcast.
Joe Rogan.
Connor?
Joe Rogan.
No,
You don't think so? Why not?
we couldn't even get him on PKA. He wanted money.
How much
Yeah.
money did he want?
And I think he wanted like $1,000, something like that.
I know
That's it?
somebody that know him though.
He doesn't do like I listen to his podcast a lot, and he's like, I don't want to do any like bullshit that like is got to take away from my free time.
Yeah.
Now, if we could do his podcast,
Yeah. That's
We all
cool.
go on there.
yeah, we just take over. He's been having some good podcasts lately.
His podcasts are really good because he gets really good people. Like if we got
Yeah.
the same level of people that Joe Rogan got, we could be in his level.
Yeah, he do
Yeah.
get beast people.
Like
to get-
most of his podcasts is people telling stories.
That's true.
But that's like
You're like,
I was
who are we
thinking.
gonna
I was
get?
thinking this the other day. Like, there's a reason why. Like, take someone that you guys don't like, but take someone like Keem and Drama Alert. There's a reason why it's popular, right? It's because it's about news about people that people are interested in, right? This is like people who like us. That's who watches this podcast and listens to us. Like, if they don't know us, they don't know our body of work, our history, or whatever. Like, they'll go along with it. Like, a lot of the audience came from just White Boy and Wings, right? And they'll go along with me and Jive because they're like, oh, they seem pretty cool and we can talk well and we can be funny and all that kind of stuff. So they'll accept that. But say, like, every week we got, like, a fucking A-list fucking actor on
Yeah.
or whatever. Like, this show would be getting
More
millions
people
of
would
views.
just come through. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens. You get crossover appeal, and that's the fame game. That it is the fame. It's literally the fame game. Like, you are relevant because you either talk to or associated with people who are really fucking famous. That's how it works.
That's exactly what I was trying to say.
So we should have
Yeah.
more guests.
We should have more guests, but
Yeah.
we got to
We
get
definitely should have more guests.
we got to get high caliber guests, like people out there. I mean, like you have to step up the stones. Like that's what I was trying to do with PK. You know, get the porn star. We got Aria Aspen, which I think Kitty helped us get her. I had Glenn Jacobs lined up at 1 second. I don't know if he's Kane from
Hell is
WWE.
that?
He's Kane from WWE. He was hurt.
Oh, okay.
In this podcast, I'd love to get Stone Cold on this podcast. Oh my
Oh,
lord!
God.
That'd
But
be
like
so
he
fucking
was
amazing.
hurt at the time, and we couldn't get a schedule to go with because like he was going back to WWE. because he just recovered from his injury. Because he's really political. He's a really political guy. I got Sage Francis. Got Wax. You know, these are guys are Sage Francis isn't up and coming, but Wax is up and coming, and I knew him from YouTube. And yeah, I kept trying to push for those type of guests because I knew if we could get to those guests, they would know somebody else, and they would kind of like shimmy you up the route. Just kind of like me and Eddie recently did a podcast show. I forgot what the name of the show was. It's with.
Yeah, I know which one you mean.
Yeah, and like, see what they did is they just kind of like whinny up. They got Eddie on, and then like, hey, can you get Wings on? Like I agreed to do it. You know, we got to do the same thing, but at a bigger scale.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I like how you called another podcast a podcast show. Just,
Yeah.
I forgot. I don't think they even said the name on it. Only guy I remember is the King guy.
Oh, it's like nah.
Trying to see if they're in my mentions. They're not. Let's Bullshit podcast. There you go.
Yeah, let's bullshit. Yeah.
There you go. Sorry, lads. I did remember.
Cool.
But they're huge fans of ours, so.
Yeah.
I have to check it out. I'm looking for a new podcast. I've been grinding Black Ops 3, and I'm all out of podcasts.
I don't listen to podcasts when I play Black Ops 3 because I need the sound whore.
I know. I feel like I'm missing out on that part of my game.
You know
but-
what? That's a really interesting point because I never play with sound anymore, really. Because either I'm streaming and there's fucking air horns going off in the background, I can't hear fucking anything, or I'm playing with another player. Like I'll play with Rich or I'll play with Liam, and it's just me and him shit talking, like the whole time, saying everyone else's shit. Basically, is what happens. Is this this fucking kid's just sitting back, getting a 2KD in Dom, not playing the objective he thinks is good. I'm gonna send him a message, all that kind of stuff. Just shit talking, like not listening. Like if I actually played COD and like just me solo sound touring, I always do much better. Like if I record offline.
Yeah, dude, I get so frustrated when I get shot in the back.
I remember somebody was talking about.
If they took sound out of this game, I'd quit. I'd quit playing that exact day.
It's got to be a patch sooner
Somebody
or
was
later.
talking about Eddie's kill-death ratio, and I'm like,
what is Eddie's kill-death ratio?
I'm like, Eddie's good. Eddie runs a. I'm like, Eddie runs around with a fucking sniper rifle, like, he's good. People.
I mean, you can join my session. People who are saying that, if you really want to find out whether you are actually good.
Don't tell them that. They're gonna join your session just to talk to you.
It happens all the time.
They're gonna talk your fucking head off. But if you talk to me in the lobbies, I got everybody on mute. So
I hate that when they join. Like, what do you think about this person? What do you think about that person?
Oh my!
It never
ends.
You answer one person, and then it just all their friends, and then it just spreads out to YouTubers, and then it just keeps going and going and going and going.
I heard this.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys ever used to watch, like, remember in Modern Warfare 3 and Woody used to stream a lot more, but he used to stream, like, private matches, like private ground wars.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, they were all invites and stuff. And honestly, like, listening to all the people on his team be like, Woody, for, like, hours. Woody used to do it for, like, 5 hours at a time. And it was just constant. And I was like, I would lose my shit.
I know Woody be like, I know Woody be wanting to say, knock it off! Fuck!
Woody was saying, come on, guys, we got to concentrate on the win.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, he did. Yeah, he did.
Like, it's a private match, motherfucker.
Jordy's fat ass is like, well, fuck you, seriously. I'm trying to go fucking win here. I'm trying to play the fucking game. You're over here asking me about, do I like Jello pudding? I don't give a fuck about Jello pudding.
You see, I've heard about this, Wings, that you play games with. Like, I've heard about
What's
it
a
for years
shoutcast?
before I was even your friend. I'd heard about Wings. Like, Wings is a really fucking cool guy, but if you play games with him, he can turn. And I was like, I don't believe that, but I've obviously heard, like, recordings of it and stuff, like, that you've put up and stuff. But, like, when I've played with you, it's never been like that. You've never shouted at me. I'm just like, the people who he's shouting at must just be shit then.
Yeah.
They must
that's
just
generally
be shit.
the fact. They're over here, they're going fucking 10 and 15 or something like that. And they're asking me questions constantly about shit that's irrelevant to the game. It's not like, where do you think the guys are going to come from, Wings? It's like, what do you think about the new Dodge truck, Wings? I think it's not in this fucking game, you asshole. Why the fuck are you losing?
Yo, 10 and 15 is a nice score compared to the people that be on my fucking team.
I know I'll be looking for those 10 and 15
Oh my
motherfuckers right
god.
now.
I wish 10 and 15 could
People
be on
people
my
been
team.
like, you got anybody? I can't invite nobody, so like I'm like, hey dude, you got anybody else that can play? He's like, yeah, but he's not really good. Can he do better than 1 and 17?
Right.
You know?
Right. Oh
I
man.
I think about this a lot. I don't know if you guys are like this, but sometimes I spend hours of my time just thinking to myself, I wonder what it's like to be someone who tries really hard
And
and
sucks.
gets and sucks. Like
Oh man,
I
I ran
don't
into
know if
those
I could
guys
play
yesterday.
COD. I couldn't do it.
I ran,
I couldn't play COD like really seriously, have a headset, have a nice monitor, get a scuff, and go like 1.2.
dude,
Like I couldn't be that guy.
I was playing a guy last night that he was seriously shit. He was like .39 overall KD, but he was trying hard. He really was. I knew this because when I killed him, the next game he would pick the gun I had with the specials I had, and he was really trying to mimic what I was doing because I was sitting there going like 35, 31 and 5 and shit like this. And it's like this poor kid really is trying.
And
Yeah.
you can tell when they're trying, you could like hear them say, fuck, like after you kill them or something.
I tell you what, that is a welcome addition to games. Like they've taken a lot of the communication and toxicity out of gaming, which I think is a big mistake. But like one thing that happened to me today, I was streaming with Rich, and I killed. We were playing Hardpoint. Me and Rich was just wrecking everyone. And like at one point, this kid must have been about 11, right? So his voice hadn't broken yet, and I just heard him scream, "This guy could suck my dick!" And I was like, "That's just made my
Damn.
day."
I'd be like, all right, little scout, you ain't got a dick, you got a
Yeah,
pee-pee.
I'm like, that's the best thing ever.
Wee
Like,
wee.
clearly hasn't gone through puberty yet, and he's like, "This guy can suck my dick." I was like, "That's what gaming's about, man." I miss shit like that. It's funny as fuck.
Oh
Oh,
man, I
so
wish
you're
you could type on the PlayStation. I want that, Treyarch. Give me the ability to type messages in the game, like on PC.
yeah, instead of going up, R, left, down, left,
No, I'm not
A.
like in
No,
the
he's
game.
talking about in the game, in the lobby.
Like
Because
I just
Oh.
want to shit talk
you can
people.
talk
man.
shit in the game,
That
not
would
after the game.
I want to be like,
that would take so fucking long with a controller. Oh my
Yeah, right.
god.
just say, like you could just have your keyboard hooked up in a USB slot.
Specifically for shit talk.
I've done it.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I used to have a USB keyboard on my PS3 just so I could send the messages quicker.
Love it. Love it.
That's cool.
It's like, you're a fucking trash kid. I could beat you with a pistol.
Imagine trying to talk shit in game with a controller. Type.
F
Oh
you.
my
You're
god.
halfway through the message and now you realize what you're mad about anymore.
Woo! You'd be like this.
Man, I ain't mad no more.
See, I used to
Enemy
send a lot of
hellstorm
messages.
inbound.
I was quite toxic, like Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 1. I was quite toxic in those days because I played Search and Destroy, and Search and Destroy always had the most shit talking in it of any game type. And like I was quite toxic. And then it got to a point, especially with ghosts, like this happened to me a lot. This was surreal, where I'd start shit talking someone in a message, and then I'd get like I'd type it out, and then I'd just be like, I'm not even mad anymore. It's ghosts. I don't know what I expect them to do. I don't know, like, only idiots run around in this game. It is not meant for that, right? It's clearly, like, my fault. Like, everything that's happened to me, every fucking thermal LMG guy in Top Grannies on fucking Warhawk, me walking in front of him is my fault. It's not him. It's not. It's me. So I don't send messages anymore.
Why
How about that
does
kill streak I put
everybody
in there?
why does every time you do good on PC, they message you you're a hacker
Accusations.
or a camper?
Accusations. It happens all the
Yo,
time.
I played against this dude named Blackwater in Black Ops 2. And I shitted on him so bad. He said I was a hacker first game. Then the second game, he said I was a camper. And then I posted both of them on YouTube. And then I think he messaged me and was like, okay, you wasn't, he messaged me like, okay, you weren't,
Camper is the go-to
you weren't
thing.
camping.
Yeah, camping is like the biggest crime you can do as a COD player
No,
in
you
the
don't even
community
have-
side.
you-
I'm not
you-
saying it actually is. But
You can get called a camper without camping, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, you can just kill the guy by coincidence in a spot where you happen to meet him at, and you're a camper.
Like you could be regenerating your health. Like, then somebody just run by, then you just kill them, and then they think you were just sitting there like.
I'm like, nah, son, nah. The only reason I beat you was my camping ability. It wasn't. It wasn't the fact. I lost this joke.
Abort! Abort!
Wasn't the fact you was a fucking dumbass.
Geordie,
You
I
know,
tell you what. If
there's no way I could beat a superior player as you in your stature.
yeah.
Yeah,
If
just give it up.
there's co-op in Resident Evil 0 at the same time, we should play it.
There's not going to be.
I
So-
would really. Yeah.
But
So,
do you guys see
final-
that link? Look at that link.
Which one?
This is that Hellstorm buff.
I showed the people.
Yeah, that cool summer breeze.
The top 5 plays just got a sick 6-1 Hellstorm, so I don't know if it's buffed or patched.
That's amazing.
You shot it down?
Amazing. No, he just stares up at the rocket, hits him square in the face, and doesn't even kill him.
Remember when
going
Predator
ass.
missiles got you headshots?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it made the noise
that-
too, like
That one almost was a headshot.
I walked through enemies rolling thunder today like it was nothing. Like it was not. He put it on the center of the map where the hard point was, and I just looked up and I was like, "It's gonna land on me," and I just walked through it. Like it didn't even fucking kill me. A rolling thunder. How many fucking points is that in a row?
It's
900.
That's 10 kills. It's 950.
It's a fucking joke.
It's 10 kills. It's like they that literally should just be like the whole map. Like the Rolling Thunder should just go across the whole map and kill it. Give you at least 6 kills.
I was streaming and I dropped the Hellstorm on people. I got it at least 4 times and I dropped it on people and nothing happened all 4 times, and my stream was like, what the fuck?
I don't
Like I
even run
couldn't
it.
believe it, man.
There's no good low kill streaks. That's the problem. Like the people are like, why do you use the dart? The dart sucks. I'm like, it's the only thing I can get kills with. Like Hellstorm sucks. Lightning Strike sucks. You know, 7
I
kills
didn't
for
even
Lightning.
unlock Lightning Strike.
Lightning Strike's fucking terrible. Even after they sped it up, it's still terrible.
What do you consider a low kill streak? Lightning strike and under, or Hailstorm? and
Hellstorm and
Lightning-
under.
Here's what I think. Second tier kill streaks, like I like it where you couldn't take all of these. So like sentry gun, airstrike, IMS, a dog.
IMS in this game?
No. This is what I'm saying.
Oh,
Streaks
okay.
like that, War
Oh.
Machine, Death Machine. Streaks like that, tier 2, should be 5 to 6 kills, no more. No more than that, right? Your chopper gunner, your VSAT, your fucking AC-130, 10 to 12. And that's it. It's really simple. It's really simple. But now a sentry gun is like 8.5 kills.
You know what's
Fucking
crazy?
sentry gun.
Top 5 plays. This guy got an 8-1 gravity spike, and he just got his UAV. That was it. Like right on the flag, taking everybody off. 8-1 multi kill.
You deserve
Gets rewarded
20,
with-
you deserve 25 points for a special.
I don't know. The kill streaks are fucking broken. Like, sentry gun is essentially a Blackbird. What did you get 8 kills in fucking Call of Duty Ghost? I mean, any other Call of Duty 8.
Yeah.
That's a payload usually, but hardline. You know, payload is obviously 9, but like,
that's a shame, man. I don't know what they're thinking.
It's
We-
because
we-
they listen to the scrubs. It's because you remember those guys I was saying, like, I can't imagine being one of these guys that's like trying their fucking ass off and
But
going
they
1.2.
can't get it either.
But
UAV's a pipe dream to them.
Yeah, that's the thing. They can't get it either. So
Just
what the
imagine
fuck?
never getting a goddamn UAV, and then when you do get it, it's shot down instantly because there's a perk that shows them where it's at.
That should be right there. I couldn't believe it. I was watching, I think Clubby W was streaming, and he had like the perk on, I guess. I don't know what he was doing.
it's
And
engineer, right?
the motherfucking UAV was like right here. I said, what the fuck? He was like, bloom. So to see, it's that easy. And then he was getting streaks from shooting them down.
Stupid. The way it's structured now is stupid.
TDM is getting fucked. I think they should go TDM 125. 125 points a kill on TDM.
How about just make it kill streaks like you said? Just make it kill streaks on TDM.
They're not going to do that, but they might give us 25
On TDM.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
Like that part of the game, the kill reward system is better in Ghosts than this game. I'm not saying the actual kill streaks are. I'm saying the levels that they do. You know, like what's Ghosts? What? So there's like the
Those
dog and
had
the
good kill
IMS.
streaks. I mean, it had
Well-
boring kill streaks, but at least they were like that stupid Helo Scout actually got fucking kills.
Yeah.
Yo,
Mothership gets kills.
Yeah,
Fucking
it's
how many points is that?
I gotta get 17 kills in the guy.
You gotta get a nuke to get the
it.
mothership.
Yeah, okay, the mothership is like top tier.
Yo, does your robot? I don't know if they patched it or whatever.
robot
Does your
gets
GI
murked.
robot get stuck?
My robot gets murked. That's all he does. I put him out there. He walks 5 feet, gets destroyed instantly by kill specialist or something.
My God, yeah, the specialist could take out your kill streak. Like they just way too OP, man. And I don't know if people don't know this or not, but I really like Black Ops 3. I really like.
Yeah, I like it too. Right?
It's just because the other two was so bad. Like if this came out after Modern Warfare 3, I don't think I would like it as much, but or Black Ops 2, since Black Ops 2 is the last one that everybody still played. If it came out after that, I don't think everybody would like it as much. But Advanced Warfare just made this game like super good.
Now, do you like the specialist for esports?
No,
I don't really watch esports.
Yeah, can I
yet.
be brutally honest? Like I couldn't give less of a shit about COD esports.
I'm with Eddie. I don't give a fuck about the esports of Call of Duty.
I kind of do. I watch it, but like I just haven't yet. And I wanted to ask. I don't know if this was on air or before we started recording. I wanted to ask, did you guys watch any of the teams and does anybody look good or whatever? But
I just don't care.
obviously not.
I just don't care, and I don't care because I watch CS:GO as my FPS esport. I watch fighting game esports because that's fucking amazing. It's like two guys, like generally two Japanese guys, right, fighting like an incredibly difficult, mechanically difficult game. Like Street Fighter is a difficult mechanical game to be good at, muscle memory, very precise timings, all that kind of stuff, and it's really hype. The crowds in the venues are huge, and I compare that to COD, and I'm just like, I just don't care. Just don't care.
Did you see the Street Fighter match when the guy was just blocking and then he was doing something? He was blocking a lot though. He was blocking like everything, and his strength was
It's
like
called the Daigo moment. That guy
Yeah.
that guy is called Daigo Umehara. So he has got like chip health, and the other guy has got his super, right? And the guy does his super, and he's got loads of health. And Daigo does a parry. So to do a
yeah.
parry, every hit you have to press forward, not back. So you don't block it, or you die from chip damage. He presses forward, and his character parries the hit. He does it like 17 times in a row, and then kills the
Yeah.
guy. And that's like
and then has like this combination and shit.
yeah,
that shit
does
was
hit
crazy.
goes into his super and kills the guy. Yeah, it's one of the most famous. It's the most famous esport moment in history. It's
What's that called again? I don't see that.
Yeah.
It was
Daigo
crazy,
Umehara.
Wings. It definitely
link it?
impressed me.
Yeah, I'll link it. Hold on, I'll find it.
I love watching fighting game. Like that's the esport I like to watch. Even if I
Yeah.
don't know who the fuck's playing, it's so technical and it's so fun. Because I like picking one of the people to see if I want to win and then watch the 7 matches. It's like, oh man, that's awesome.
Okay, this is it.
League of Legends just had their like pro all-star match. Lots of
Show this on
1v1s.
Did you
stream.
link
Michael.
it?
Yeah, I've linked it. Now.
Okay.
Okay, I'm at 0. Tell me
Give
when
a
you're ready.
second. Yeah, League has been fun recently, esports wise. I haven't really watched too much COD.
Justin Wong, is that no? Never
He's a
mind.
current pro.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay. All right, we'll
Count-
watch it in 3,
Countdown.
3, 2, 1, go.
I do. Oh, I used to love this game.
He's Ken. He's playing Ken.
I hate when they put like fucking cameras on the screen like this.
Turtle style. Overcome Rao. Now on the verge of putting Daigo down. 1-0.
How much would you get picked on if you lost this fight?
God damn.
That is the most ridiculous thing to do ever.
My fat ass would have got up out my chair and just celebrated, just ran around the booths and shit.
Yeah, they went fucking crazy.
Yeah, they go crazy. And the reason why is because each one of those parries you have to do your input to the hit within like 3/60ths of a second. It's like so ridiculously small. Like it's so hard to do. And that guy, he did it like not in like practice mode. He did it at the highest level of competition with no life, and then killed the guy. Like that is the most ridiculous thing.
To
Ever.
even make that decision to go parry instead of trying to avoid,
Yeah.
that right there takes balls.
Yeah. Like that's
Wow.
pre-natural talent. Like that is he's truly gifted at Street Fighter for doing that. That is retardedly hard.
Can he beat
I've
Ronda
done some
Rousey?
I've done some competitive gaming in my life, and like the key to competitive gaming over casual public gaming is you work just as well at no life as you do at full life.
Yeah.
I mean, like that's more of a Dark Souls thing, like when you're facing bosses, but that's how you become good at the games. You
That's
always
true.
treat it as like you have full life.
That's
that's
true
like
in League of
running-
Legends a lot too. Like one thing I've learned, I've been ranking up. I'm Silver 3 now, not Silver 4. By the way, just had to throw that in there. And like staying, like you can do a lot of damage when you're, when you're on no life. You just don't take any damage, or you could pop a shield on League. I've been getting into it a little bit more. League and COD, it's been nice.
Oh, what about the
Don't say
Star
DC.
Wars game?
Star Wars, I mean, I haven't played it all week. I'm actually kind of excited to play it. I've been looking forward to streaming it pretty soon here. But no, there hasn't been like I've done everything that I wanted to do. It's really fun flying the aircraft, but there's only like one. There needs to be a little bit more to it. And
Aircraft, does it control like the jet?
it's way better than the Battlefield jet. Like it actually is effective, and like I played many hours in the Battlefield jet, and I was not good at taking people out.
It's some real good pilots in Battlefield jet.
Yeah,
Some
in
real-
Star Wars I can be a decent pilot, and in Battlefield
Oh, so it's dumbed down.
yeah, it's really easy. It's
Okay.
easier.
It's more childish.
I just hope that like Star Wars, like Black Ops 3 we saw this week, like we see CS:GO, and we have seen this a little bit with Star Wars. I have hope that these games keep evolving, and like you mentioned DayZ, I did actually play DayZ this Sunday.
Oh, I did.
There's a
DayZ
new
is
patch.
very-
There's a new patch 0.59. It came to stable servers. There's vehicles. There's 4 of them now. Jive has more experience. I don't know if you want to talk about DayZ at all. What's new?
It's a lot of weapons. We ran into this new building. Well, it's not a new building, but they opened it up. Like, where church is in Cherno?
Yep.
All right, behind it is this place with me and Moho, we call it Secret. It's if you're running behind it, the church is behind you. To the left is Secret. And then if you keep running straight, it's like a door where you never went through because they just opened it in this patch. And you go in there and it's like all tile and it looks like nice.
Okay, I think I know what you're talking. Secret
Yeah.
is though like there's a big 3-story building on the coast.
Yeah, it's like on the
Okay.
coast. It's like the backyards. I remember when you played with us. We were in there a couple times.
Yeah,
Hey.
I tuned into you guys' stream for a little bit. It was looking fun.
And you ran out to chop trees down and shit. before.
You'll see that link I put you. This man dug him a home, and he got arrested for it. Like, what kind of bullshit is that? I guess it's on somebody else's land, but
A homeless man was arrested
Man.
Sunday for constructing and living in a cave that was dug 15 feet underground.
What angle is this? Are these steps?
these are steps. He actually made steps going down, and at the bottom it goes. They don't have good pictures because I guess they didn't want to go into it. But at the bottom it goes into a room that is 5.5 feet tall that he slept in and stuff like that.
Wow, imagine. This is in a warm place.
Virginia is pretty warm. It's probably still cold as fuck underground in the winter. You'd have frozen
Yeah,
to death.
I would think snow.
Thank
They
God
know-
global warming.
He probably still would have frozen to death in January living underground without any kind of insulation.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, the ground insulates you, right?
Kinda. But like
Yeah.
the ground's fucking cold as shit because there's
Ground
water
is
going through
very
and stuff.
cold.
And then your body heat's got to expand like the dirt around you. Then it's got to collapse on you, and that's what you get for being homeless.
Ah, the kid,
What
that's
the
cold blooded,
hell?
white boy.
What the fuck was that?
What we get, Eddie?
We got hot wings again. Hot wings.
Let's see 'em.
It's Tuesday. It's hot wings.
Do you have some kind of deal? Like, what's up with Tuesday and hot wings? Is that a tradition?
Well, no, it's just because like I do the podcast, so like it for me it's an inconvenient. I don't mean this badly. It's like an inconvenient time of day, so I can't like cook or anything like that. So I just get takeout. It's fairly cheap at this place anyway, so I just get hot wings on Tuesday because
They have-
like
They have
Carry on.
they have 50% off sushi Wednesdays. So I was wondering if there's some kind of wing deal.
no, there's not a deal, unfortunately.
God
Otherwise,
damn, I
I
thought
would-
how many hot wings did you get?
That's a big.
I got
ass
some
bag.
fries as well and shit.
Oh, you got 3 containers there.
I got some chicken nuggets for my flatmates and stuff.
Your fat
Not for me.
mates.
Your flatmates.
Flatmates,
Oh,
not my fat mates.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah, for my overweight friends.
Yeah, well, go ahead and ship them over. I can eat these chicken
There you
nuggets.
go. Hot wings. No.
Yeah, this
Uh-oh.
cast has got me hungry.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to my spaghetti and ground turkey that I got that I'm gonna eat later.
Out the can?
As soon as we're done. Hell no. Hell no.
Fry me some pork chops.
Ew.
Ugh.
Pork, yuck.
Yuck, come on now. Pig tastes fucking wonderful.
It probably does taste great. That shit eats anything.
I don't give a fuck what he eats.
No, I'm
eating his
just
muscles.
saying. I'm just saying. So I know
I'm eating
that
his
shit probably
muscles.
Tastes good. Are you like pork, white boy?
I like pork. Pork isn't my favorite meat. I would say steak.
What's your favorite?
Chicken,
What's your favorite part of the pork? Because it's not all the same. It doesn't all.
bacon?
What's that? The ass, right?
It's soul. That's my favorite part.
Anything I can put barbecue sauce on a pig.
It's soul. My favorite part to eat is its soul. My favorite part of bacon's great, and like loin steaks.
I like deep fried bone
What's
in pork
what's
chop.
pulled pork? What is that?
It's
Usually
Boston
rump
butt.
meat.
Rump. It's the rump.
That's really good. With some barbecue.
Usually they take Boston butt, which is like the pig's rump, and then they'll like do it in a crock, like a crock pot, and I'll
So
just
you eat the booty like groceries then?
hell yeah, if it's
Yeah.
a pig.
It is groceries, technically.
God damn, you got a Pepsi? Ugh.
What kind of bottle is that?
That's a European bottle. I think
That's
they
a 1
sold soda
liter.
in European.
That's a 1 liter.
Yeah.
The weird
I didn't see a 1 liter in fat ass America in a long ass time.
Well, it's because we
Those
drink
European
2 liters.
portions, man.
You ever see the 3 liter bottles?
Yep.
Yeah.
Jones
Of
is
that
fucking
fake
crazy.
like fake grape
Yeah,
soda.
like that should be like.
Coke used to have 3 liter bottles.
I used to love being the guy that has to bring the soda when we throw a barbecue. Yeah, yo, you bring the sodas. I bring all fucking 2,000 pounds of fake soda and shit. They all cost $2 for $1 and shit. Open that shit. I spent $10.
That
Yo.
is grape. I love it.
You know how bad that shit probably is for you. Though
Fake
the
grape is
fake
way better.
soda.
Jordan be like, "Where's the Coca-Cola at?" At the stove.
That shit called no. It's probably called. If it's called Coca-Cola, it's probably called
Cola.
Mocha-Cola or some shit like.
What's the Sam's brand? Is it Sam's Cola?
Maybe.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think they do have Sam's Cola. Yeah.
Yeah.
But did anyone watch UFC? What was that? 194?
I
What was
watched the
that?
line of it.
Yep, I watched it all.
Because there was a fight before that called this guy called Luke Rockhold. He
Big
was
guy.
fighting the champ. He was more of a nifty. He was a fast what were they? They were probably light heavyweights or something. I can't remember their class, but
185, I think.
yeah, they were 185. And I don't know the name of the class, but he's pretty good, man. He was talking so much. He was talking shit in a nice way though. Like
What?
you could tell
How do you
he's
talk
like
shit in a nice way?
he just reminded me of like Woody's gamer tag. The guy,
gonna
like
say-
he really
I
did
don't.
like
I don't really think his conditioning was that well, but he was a good fighter.
exactly. He would say something like that. I don't think his conditioning is that well. He's a good fighter, but I'm gonna kick his ass on Saturday. But I'll probably break his bones. And you're like, I'm like, yo, this guy is talking shit, and I knew he was gonna win because the way he fights. The other guy's more like a bruiser, and Luke, he worked with Daniel Cormier. He's a wrestler. That's all he do is bruise and all the bones with his ass. But Bones Jones, if y'all didn't know who that is. But, all Danny do is bruise and stuff. And he was working with him for that whole fight. And then the guy was trying to bruise him. He was fucking him up on foot, fucking him up. Like, it was like Ronda Rousey Holmes again. Like
It
was
wasn't.
like that.
It wasn't
No,
that.
it
bad.
wasn't. It
Weidman-
was that bad. It was that bad.
Well, yeah, Weidman did do that throwing. He did that 360 kick, which was really desperate,
Yeah.
which really set him
Weidman,
off. Like
Chris
before,
Weidman. Yeah.
before that, the other guy was winning, but it wasn't like Weidman could have came back if he was in championship form.
Anybody can come back in an MMA fight. Like remember Holly Holm and Ronda. If Ronda had hit Holly with that punch that she missed and fell on her knee, if Ronda hit her with that probably would have turned the whole fight around. Like an MMA fight, anybody can win. And to be honest, I give Ronda a lot of shit. But they need champions like Ronda and Conor McGregor for that promotion. Conor McGregor can sell so much. Conor McGregor can sell a pay-per-view himself. And Ronda can too. The way she talk, she pop off. Like I wanted to come back and pop off. Like, I'm gonna whip her ass and do it.
What happens if she comes back and beats her in 13 seconds in the rematch?
Hold up, and beats
Holly Holm.
And beats Holly Holm?
Yeah, like in really quick fashion. Like you think that the first match gonna be considered a fluke or?
No, because I know for a fact she won't beat her fisticuffing. Like,
Well, she probably won't make that same mistake again. Hopefully,
exactly. Ronda can beat her. Ronda. I don't know if I ever said this on the podcast, but I always tell people about how Ronda is like, she's flexible as shit. That's why I want to fuck her. Like, she can hold her hand like this and go all the way back and then have her hand like this without separating her hands. And I saw her do the same shit with like her legs in a fight. Like some girl was on top of her, and then she put her legs all the way back. That's what made me want to hit. She put her legs all the way back and like grabbed the girl's arm and then just almost broke it. And the girl was like, "Oh shit!" Like, like Ronda, if you get on the ground with her, she's gonna fuck you up. She's gonna break something.
So what stops? Because I don't watch it. What stops a fighter just going in and just breaking a bone?
Because you can get punched you could get hurt real bad with a knee. Like a lot of people, they do this, the stall and then just like dive in and like if you do that,
are
like
they allowed to just snap? If they can, are they allowed to just break a bone?
If they
Yes.
don't tap,
no, if you don't tap, yeah, you could. Like Bones almost got his
the
arm
idea
broke.
the idea is to break the bone. Like when they go in those arm
Yeah.
locks, they're going to break your arm.
Yeah, and then you got to tap out for them to stop. Like Bones Jones almost lost a fight that way. Like dude was breaking his fucking arm, and then he somehow got out, and then he couldn't like fight with that arm the rest of the fight. But
yeah, that was a crazy fight. It was pretty recent, right?
yeah,
Maybe
he
like
almost
3 fights
lost.
ago?
Like one of his last 3 fights, something like that.
I can't wait
But
till he comes back.
but anybody can get hurt. That's why Conor McGregor, all his losses, he only lost twice, but his losses came early and he submitted, I think, both fights. Bones lost by disqualification, by elbowing fucking somebody up, elbowing them in the head illegally, like a straight elbow. Uh Ronda lost because she got beat up that fight, you know.
She
You
didn't
know.
practice it. Like she
No,
had those
she practiced.
movies, but she
She
had those
practiced.
movies and stuff that distracted her.
She practiced. She's just so used to whipping ass that, you know, you come in there too confident. You know, she probably didn't study that much, but she definitely trained for the fight. You know, like Holly Holmes, she probably had in her head, I'm gonna whip her ass boxing. Holly Holmes was a boxer.
Do you think fighters do that? Like they make all this money after a big fight, then they just like party the entire time. They just have so much confidence, and then they go like to make another 60 mil like
Yeah,
you
while
ain't-
training.
Or it could be Pacquiao, just take a fucking loss and make $100 million.
Right. You ain't hear what Conor McGregor said? He said after this fight, I don't know if it was that fight, but he was like, or the one when he fought the short dude and won the belt, the interim belt. I forgot the name of the dude. He was a
Mendes?
good wrestler. Yeah. Chad
Maybe.
Mendes, I think.
Maybe.
And he was like, yeah, after this fight, it's going to be nothing but champagne, this and that, and we're just going to party. Like, they party, but they, you know, when it's time for a fight, when that contract gets signed, they just train and train and train.
He could fight again like in 2 weeks. Connor could.
I know. He's really, really in shape. He's a very good fighter. He's fucking lightning quick.
Isn't he the guy that he talks mad shit though? This guy.
Yeah, he got the beard like White Boy, and he got like a mohawk, like type of box haircut. But anyway, do you think Ronda should rematch Holly now, or do you think she should fight like some other people and then?
She's fighting Misha Tate next.
Ronda or Holly?
Ronda.
Really?
Okay.
I
Well,
think
she
she's
has to
fighting Misha
wait.
Tate.
She just broke her jaw, right? She has to wait like before she can
Ronda
eat
jaw
solid.
got broke.
Yeah, she can't eat solid food. She said on Twitter.
She just did the ball thing.
That don't mean it's broke though. It's probably just sore.
Maybe, but like she has to wait a little bit. I don't know, Holly. For UFC 200, I would wait for that. I mean, if I was Dana White to make the most money.
See, Holly is a badass also. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like she's, oh, well, obvious she's a badass, but she can, the value of the fight can go down. Like, you know what I mean? Like if Tyson ever had got the rematch Buster Douglas, we know he would have whipped his ass. And people would have, but he would have went on and lost. I think Buster next match he like lost to like Lennox Lewis or something. So the value of the fight would have went down. Like say Holly go fight somebody else and lose,
Yeah.
then fight, win, fight, lose, and then Ronda Rousey. Like people are gonna be like, you know, Holly lost already. You know.
Well, I think they want to see the style because all the other women's styles in that division.
Do they
Ronda
not take
destroyed.
drug tests? Like this is something I would ask Joe normally, but like, there's been a lot of accusation that Holly Holm is like stored it out on steroids.
There's been a lot of people that now that their new steroid testing's coming into place.
Honestly, I think a
been
lot
losing.
of them they get injected with testosterone and all that stuff. Like if you look at Rhonda's face, she, you know,
What?
she don't take regular over the counter shit.
So you want to fuck her because she looks like a man and all the testosterone?
Oh, I want to fuck her because I know she's a bitch and she look like she could fuck.
She looks like Julia Stiles.
I don't know.
She
who that
does.
is.
She looks like Julia Stiles.
No, but
does,
I'm
but-
just saying, like Ronda and all of them, all of the MMA guys, you could tell they don't use regular over the counter shit. It might be legal, but you gotta see a doctor before going to use this stuff. Like,
Job, look at this picture right here.
oh god, yeah. I think she looked better than her though.
Uh, Julia Stiles is older than her now, but like, yeah.
Yeah, but these are when she was in her prime pictures. Some of them.
Like you see that second column first picture, that looks exactly like Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, she does. I think Rhonda's cheeks are more cheekier. I don't know. I don't.
Here's the thing.
Wow.
You've got to be a very particular personality type, I think, to want to, like, of all the career paths in life, what's your job? Fucking other people up for money. Like, it's got to be a very particular personality type that's drawn to that. Like, and because it's adversarial, right? It's one person versus another. Like, it must be so hard to, like, normally in workplaces you have friends and shit, right? They can't
Accomplice.
be friends. They can't be friends. Like, Mayweather and De La Hoya aren't friends. You know, they can't be that. So it's got to be an incredibly loner type personality that does that, I would assume. Maybe I'm making like too much of a generalization.
They have camps. They have a lot of camps that like they have teams that help them train and stuff. And sometimes friends do fight each other, and they can be friends. But I've heard people say that, or I heard fighters say that they won't fight their friends, and some other fighters do. It gets really weird.
Remember the Klitschko's, the brothers?
The boxers, right? The Russians.
Yeah, they're like people want them to fight. I would not fight my brother. I'm sorry. I won't fight my brother.
A lot of money involved.
300 million. 300 million. You both walk away with 300 million. You could fucking do a fake fucking fight. You could be like, right, well, you're gonna hit me in the face.
That's the point. That's the point.
You could give me 1 million, I would fight my brother.
That's the point. But if you're a boxer already and you already made millions, that's the point. Why would you want to?
Because 300 million is more than you have now.
If you do a fake fight, you're not fighting your brother. You're not fighting. You know, that's not fighting.
I'd pull a Ronda Rousey and take one down for the team. Go to sleep. Like I'm gonna come over top of the right hand. You just hit me right in the bean.
Wings, you're kind of pixelating for us. When's that new internet coming?
Years from now, probably.
Years. I thought they were laying the cable.
Yeah, that takes a long time.
A long time.
I give them 11 months earliest.
Oh, we should have a bet.
11 months is being like very generous.
It's probably the next year and a half. Go to the next 2 years.
I say 7 months.
Yeah, I would have said it was shorter now.
You mind them pixelating now?
No, it's still pretty bad. I think we should. We've been recording for 2 hours now.
Should we call it here then?
What? Let's see if we have any Patreons.
So we got patrons.
Wingston, do it in the robot voice. It'd be funny.
He could be a
Thank you
specialist.
for Patreon.
Sith.
I don't know why I thought that was so funny. Oh shit, that was funny, Eddie. Thank you, guys.
I've been using the Sith kill streak or specialist a little bit. I got some taunts for it. I don't know if I'm in love with that. It doesn't.
Which one?
The Sith, the machine gun, the robot arm machine gun.
The scythe.
Scythe. Sith, the Sith Lord.
That's the manager. I keep forgetting how to get...
The crossbow, I like the bow and arrow the best, I think, and the ruin shit is just fun. I want to do a series.
Time to ruin shit.
I want to do the specialist series where I do like every specialist in like a gameplay commentary.
Let's do a series
Got
together.
bad news,
ruining
boys.
Shit. Say that again.
Get some bad news. We're down to 55 patrons at $408 a month. We lost a lot of our top tier patrons.
It was almost 69, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Damn.
They'll come back. They'll come back.
Ooh, yeah.
It's okay. Let's just be happy with who we have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm. It's crazy. They're paying us to do this right now.
And they're paying to get the show early. Every week we send out
I said it on
Patreon.
Thursday.
Thursday. Look at that, early baby. The Patreon link is down below. You can ask us questions on the Patreon page.
Where's the post at?
They
They've
did.
done-
They
changed-
redid it a little
Yeah.
bit. They had sent a
We
newsletter
have
to
four
us.
new ones.
Okay, there we go.
We have 4 new ones. We have Lewis. Love the
Hello,
Patreon
Lou.
guys. So I have some fun and would you rather questions. Would you rather be able to speak? We've done that one. Let's see. All right, here's the new one. What's your favorite Call of Duty map and gun of all time? For Jive, since you said during the NBA Finals that if the Warriors were lucky to win the championship last season because everyone was like injured, do you think they're proving it so far? Currently 24-0, and one away from the nuke.
Yeah, they're not gonna win the championship this year.
The Bucks beat the Warriors. Milwaukee Bucks, best team in the NBA and NFL.
This is labeled December 12th.
And I think it happened on the 13th. So my
Yeah,
Milwaukee Bucks, let's go.
yeah, but they're not gonna win the championship this year.
The Bucks beat them.
Jason Kidd.
teams like that happen.
Jason
Stuff
Kidd's
like that
playing
happen.
basketball.
No, he's leading them to the championship. Teams
You're
like
out of your
that.
fucking mind.
The new Milwaukee Bucks Oh my god.
You're out of your mind.
We have a new stadium coming. We're playing, baby. Jason Kidd. You don't believe in Jason Kidd? Do you know what he's done in the NBA so far? And the level of professionalism he's carrying on to the Milwaukee
Isn't he
Bucks?
the guy that spills drinks on himself to cause drama?
He was the only coach in the league that could take down the Warriors. That has the balls to take down the Warriors. And we humiliated them. I don't know. I don't watch basketball. I just like
It's
the
probably
Bucks.
they're probably tired. 24 games in a row.
My favorite gun and map in Call of Duty history, WMD Dual Scorpions. Love that combination. Or the Stakeout.
Mine's the Browning on Courtyard.
Favela, AK-47, Modern Warfare 2.
L96 on Havana or Jungle.
Yeah.
All right, Jake H. The last one was from Lewis as well. That's why I didn't say his name. Jake H. We made it. Finally became making a Patreon. Love you guys. Love the show. Thank you guys. All right, Jake.
Thank you, Jake.
Thank you, Jake.
My man.
Jake from State Farms.
Like a good
All right.
neighbor.
Morgan Hawks, December 14th. Ultimate class. Keep it up, guys. Great show. Already got a question for you guys to set up a class that could, if you could choose any gun, perk, grenade, etc., from any of the Call of Duties, what would it be? In his
Oh.
example, striker shotgun from Modern Warfare 3.
Can
with a
you
Black
say
Ops
that
1.
again?
Give you examples. He wants you to create a class with any weapons from any Call of Duty. What would it be? And his example was striker shotgun, Modern Warfare 3, with a Black Ops 1 crossbow, Black Ops 1 scavenger perk, sleight of hand pro, Black Ops 1, and Commando Modern Warfare 2.
Did this motherfucker say Black Ops 1 crossbow?
Yes.
Yeah, the Black Ops 2 one is better.
Black Ops 1 crossbow sucked. And 2. Crossbow just sucked.
No, I'm
Unless
mad
it's
that they
specialist.
removed them, man. They should keep
I'll
them
go.
in the game.
I'll go. If I'm going for brute efficiency, it's going to be UMP Silence Modern Warfare 2 with
Your second perk
Stalker-
has to be stopping power, right?
well, that's a good question. We'll just ignore stopping power as existing.
Okay.
I think. Stalker from Modern Warfare 3, Scavenger from Black Ops 2, Toughness from Black Ops 2. What's the first perk? Sleight of Hand from Modern Warfare 3, and I'll take the Black Ops 2 C4, and I'll take the Portable Radar from Modern Warfare 3.
I mean, I think Black Ops 2 C4 and Scavenger combo is a must-have with fast hands. Toughness would be nice. Flak jacket. I mean, I'm trying to get all the perks like attack mask too. I don't know if I'm running out of perks.
Say, all right, you can only take 3 perks, but they can be any perk from any slot.
Okay. Scavenger, flak jacket, sleight of hand, and an AK-47 from Black Ops 1 with dual magazines.
This is tough. I can't even. I know y'all freestyling also, but I can't think. I can't literally. I can't think of any perks. Like I was thinking AK-47 with a Spaz 12 secondary,
You can have that.
I'm going all Modern Warfare 2.
Shades, tack mask, and I don't know. Just
Got
the
it.
worst
I
perks.
would probably go Black Ops 1. What's the shit that? What is it? What from Explosion?
Black jacket.
Black jacket.
Black Jacket Pro from Black
Yeah,
Ops.
Pro. I
of
forgot
course.
about pro perks. Fuck.
Pro of course, and
God damn it.
the one where you can see the equipment in Black Ops 1.
No, Ghost from Black Ops 1 is a must-have.
No.
Ghost flag. Yes, it's
Because
so
it wasn't
I
a
don't need
must-have
Ghost.
in
I've
Black
got the
Ops
Modern Warfare
1.
2 UMP with a suppressor, man. You're dead in 2 bullets anyway.
It wasn't even a must-have in Black Ops 1.
I went the other route. I created the worst class you possibly could create in Call of Duty.
Let's hear it.
The RPK from Black Ops 1.
The terrible gun, good choice.
The Desert Eagle secondary from Modern Warfare 2.
The terrible gun, great choice.
Perk 1 Blast Shield Modern Warfare 3. Perk 2 Cold Blooded from Black Ops 3. Perk 3 Eavesdrop from Call of Duty 4.
Eavesdrop.
You messed
Forgot
up.
all about that perk.
Wings, you could have added shades in there.
Shades actually has a point. Eavesdrops didn't.
Eavesdrop just lets you listen to the other team's comms.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
your
and
second
nobody-
perk, was cold-blooded for.
Yeah, it does
Modern War-
nothing. It literally does. It makes you immune to thermal.
And something
Oh,
else.
Assassin from Modern Warfare 3. I can't believe no one picked that.
That's Ghost.
It's
No,
better.
that's better than Black Ops 1 Ghost.
Assassin Pro is better than
Oh
Ghost.
yeah,
Assassin Pro is
yeah.
fucking beast. There's no reason you should never use anything but Assassin Pro. It's the reason I hated Modern Warfare 3 because UAVs were useless. Everybody ran Assassin.
All right, we had some good Patreons this week. I like it. We had a lot of COD talk. It was a big patch this week on COD. You can buy crypto keys now, or you can buy COD points. Will we be able to wager them? We don't know. Hopefully these games keep on evolving. They keep on patching them. Are they too many patches? That's up to you guys to discuss in the comments down below. Join the conversation on Reddit, on Twitter, on I don't know.
We haven't used our Reddit in a long time. I forgot even what it is.
All
The
they did
podcast
was
show.
Reddit or podcast show, something like that.
I check it sometimes. I like browse. I'm getting into Reddit now.
I didn't even look at the comments this previous
Oh, they hated
podcast.
you. Good
I'm
thing.
sure they did. That's why I didn't
What
look.
they hate Jive for.
They always hate me.
I forgot what it was this week. I think the song was. I think they liked the song, but they didn't like. You were wrong on something. I don't know.
Oh, who cares?
Presidential debate tonight. Anyone watching it?
Republican?
Let's not consider the Republican debate a presidential debate because there's no way on earth Republicans are getting in the presidential election this year.
I mean, I disagree. One Republican will be in the presidential.
He will
election.
be there, but he will be the straw man that the party threw up there to get butchered by the Democrats. Because who in the... I don't want to believe, and let me say this. This is total bias. I do not want to believe that America is a country that would elect anybody that's in the Republican Party right now. There's nobody there with any credibility or any kind of real sincerity.
What about Marco Rubio?
I don't... He would be the closest one that should...
The black guy said he might leave the Republican Party the way
So did Trump.
Donald Trump act. Trump want to leave?
Trump want to leave too.
Oh well, that's
'Cause of the
probably
hate.
that's why he wanted to leave. The black dude.
No. Trump. Here's the thing with Trump. I know this is getting into it. Trump's real money comes from licensing his name, and if the presidential campaign, which costs him money because it's all a publicity stunt in my eyes, hurts his brand, he will jump out of the race because his name makes him more money than being president ever would.
Where does
And
his name get his money? Like on
Uh,
the TV show or the
the
hotels?
TV shows, the hotels, airplanes.
Okay.
He's got a very recognizable name. Um, Carson, he has no chance to be president. Just imagine that guy. Well, Mr. Putin, Jesus is coming back next week. He told me in a dream, and I don't feel like you should bomb us anymore because Jesus is going to take us all to heaven. Because I don't know if you know Ben Carson. People consider him a Christian, but he's what you call a Seventh Day Evangelist. You know what that is? A Seventh Day Evangelist is pretty much a doomsday cult. They worship the idea of the earth being destroyed and a second coming happening.
See, I like this Ben Carson guy. I mean, the zombie apocalypse is probably not in his.
I would be scared to
coming?
get this guy to do surgery on me. Like he's supposed to be like a world renowned neurosurgeon, and he's kooky as a motherfucker.
It's religion time, guys. It's religion time.
Jive is tuning out.
It's not even about religion time. He's just kooky. Like he has bad beliefs. Like he just says shit. He's like
Isn't he a libertarian?
I don't know. I know he's kooky.
I thought he wasn't a mainstream Republican. He's more libertarian than. Anyway, I know what you're saying, Jordy, about no one in America will. Like I said this before the presidential campaign. I was like, Republicans can get elected, locally, like where they live, but in terms of garnering like true national support, their base is dwindling. There's a reason why conservative politics is in a bit of a struggle right now, is because they're all like, it's actually more divided than the Democrats. It's more divided than the left, in that one wing of them is just economic conservatives, another side of them is just the religious right, another side of them is anti-government. So they don't actually have that much in common, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're also not in common with a lot of just average people. There aren't a lot of people in the world who live on their own homestead in Arizona who believe in no government. Right? That's a fringe belief. But there's enough of them in Arizona to elect someone who thinks like them. But that guy could never get elected, with votes from San Francisco. It's just not going to happen.
Or
someone who
Detroit.
appeals, or whatever. That's not going to happen. So they get elected at local government and they make a big stink, and they may become governor of some important state, but they're not going to be like president. They're just not. They're
I don't
too
know how
fringe.
Bush got it. Well, Bush cheated one time.
The second time.
The second time Bush cheated to get the presidency.
And it's also the name factor. It is the name factor. People recognize his family name.
I don't even know how he won the first time, to be perfectly honest. Both
Who was
of
he
his-
against? Gore.
He was against Gore the first time.
You probably
No,
cheated the first time.
No, he was against Gore the second time.
You carried the second
No,
time.
Kerry was the second time.
Kerry was the second one. Yeah.
Yeah, Gore
The first time, Gore was the one with the Chads, right? With the ballot conspiracy.
The black hair and
My
He's the one
godmother
that's-
campaigned with John Kerry. Like, she went on his bus all around this country for like
John Kerry's the first person I voted for.
John Kerry probably hit that.
maybe.
The bang bus. A
Hit
whole
that
different
thing.
context of the bang bus.
John Kerry was getting some head from white boy's godmom or whoever you said.
Didn't someone? I seem to remember this being a story at the time. At least it was overseas. The fact that someone in George Bush's camp said that Kerry was a coward, and Kerry said back like, "I'm an actual war veteran, though. While I was in Vietnam, Bush was
Bush was a draft dodger.
yeah, he was a draft dodger, and he was like what was he? He was a cheerleader, wasn't he? He was a cheerleader.
Yeah. I mean, like Kerry was an actual Vietnam veteran. I mean, like I don't give people's military like service any more credibility than anybody else that wants to be office. It's like just because you were in the military doesn't make you deserve to know and understand what people need in everyday life. You know, because life isn't military based.
I think people
True,
take
but
their
I don't think you
military
can be alleged of
experience.
cowardice.
Right, you
It
can't
was
be
in that
alleged
context.
cowardice. I mean, like, especially it's like Trump calling John McCain out. John McCain was a prisoner in Hanoi. Hanoi, and you're calling him out because of that. He was a fighter,
I got 100 kills in Hanoi, so
Yeah, right.
but like,
Like
what
I
did you
prefer.
do,
What did he
Donald?
say? I prefer the ones that weren't captured. Yo, come on now.
that
I mean,
Come on
was
now.
cool
John
though.
McCain had his legs and arms broke all at the same time in Hanoi.
I prefer the ones that weren't. I like that.
Like it's baller. It's baller to be that savage. But if you really think about it, it's a better soundbite than it is a sentiment. Like it's a pretty horrible sentiment.
That was
I'm
terrible
gonna
to
say this:
say.
John McCain's the only Republican I could ever get behind because he's like the only one left that's got any kind of reasonable sanity.
That guy.
I would have voted for John McCain,
Remember he did
but
that?
then he picked Sarah Palin as his fucking VP, and I'm like, oh no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, the dumbest fucking bitch in fucking
She's not really dumb. It's
politics.
that's what Republicans think
That
of their
bitch
base.
dumb.
Like
She is
Republicans,
pretty dumb.
Yeah,
She
that
is
bitch
pretty dumb.
she's dumb as
shit.
fuck, but that's what Republicans think. They want that. Oh, I'm a soccer mom and I like guns.
Glasses.
I believe they
And
call
I
it.
have on glasses that match my blouse.
Yeah, it's called homespun. They like that. Humble. They don't like what Republicans don't like is they don't like smart people telling them that they're stupid. And a lot of top Democrats are privately educated. And there's that assumption that they think they know better. Right?
Well, I'm gonna put it like this: if I'm going to have my heart have surgery on it, if I'm having open heart surgery, I want the privately educated doctor that knows exactly what he's doing, that has a good track record. I don't want Donald Trump, who made money in another venue, think he knows how to make money in my venue. Let's say there's another guy, he's an optometrist or something. He's a really good eye doctor. He's the best in his field. But he's working on my heart.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like,
True.
fuck that noise. Podcast show.
Peace.